Slingshot Sound Spot. Subscribe, like, and share.
If you're not subscribed, then where you at?
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
Hey, double time. We getting double time. Paradise is right. It's a holiday. We getting paid double time tonight, y'all. Double time.
I'm gonna have
Time. Hey, we interrupting cookouts. We interrupting get-togethers, dominoes games, spades games, fishing trips, guys trips. So, man, why you give me that look?
I was waiting for you saying girls trip.
I said guys trips and then did the thing with Tyler and I because we on a guys trip. Come on now. You could have said girls trips. You know, man, you starting? Are we gonna pick up where we left off last week? No. What are we doing? What are we doing?
What we're gonna do?
Hey, it was a good weekend. Rob, you got to enjoy it a little bit more than everybody else, huh?
Oh, I'm telling you, I had to run that weekend back because I had such a good time last year, and man, it did not disappoint. I got to enjoy more of that parking lot than I did last year, and man, what a show! Yeah. What a show! So many different vehicles there to just enjoy, and I mean, a big chunk of the Slingshot community showed up and showed out, and it was a good time, good vibes all weekend. D Nice did an amazing job with that show, him and all his people. So, salute to him.
Yeah, salute to him. Hopefully, he'll jump in. He's got the link. Give him an opportunity to come back and talk about the weekend. Say his thank yous. He put out a really good post earlier on Facebook, thanking a lot of people. So it looked like a good time, man. Team UAS showed up. I saw Team RCB in the parking lot.
Other people, Armor Custom Works showed up. I mean, it was
Armor Custom Works.
It was a vibe, man. It really was. Just the whole thing. I mean, just really was a good time. Good time.
I was
new slingshots. Had a couple of new slingshots that I hadn't seen before.
One surprisingly pulled in the ring. I was like, what? Who? You know?
Yeah.
Who's this one? And what's he going to sound like? And we'll get to that later. But
yeah. Yes, indeed. Let's show some love to the comments section. We got Mid-South in the comments. First in the comments section 2 weeks in a row. Shout out to Big Rod. We appreciate that. Paradise in the comments. Who else
He said, Paradise, where you at?
What's that?
He said, Paradise, where you at?
Blue Devil in the comments. Ron in the comments. What's up to Ron?
What up, Ron?
Hi, babe.
Big Sims in the comments.
Big
Animal
Sims.
in the comments. Cozy in the comments. Millard in the comments. Ted in the comments. Dragon in the comments. What's up to everybody? We appreciate y'all joining us, especially on a holiday. Y'all could be out finishing up that cookout or anything.
Working on seconds from the cookout.
Yeah, working on seconds.
Some of them probably are working on seconds from the cookout. They took some leftovers home.
Some of them probably laying on the couch right now, freaking recovering. Like, let me go ahead and tune into this real quick. Kryptonite in the comments. So, man, let me hit D Nice up real quick, see if he's jumping in, and then if not, we're gonna keep this thing going, man. Let me see.
How was your weekend, Paula?
We had a great weekend. It started really our week thing or whatever holiday started Wednesday last week. And we had some family here. And it was a fun time. It was a great time.
Wait, I seen a video. He's taking shots out of boots, out of a leg, not a boot, a leg.
Prosthetic, out of a prosthetic.
What was that?
I think I've met that guy before. Is that the owner of the tequila company? He's a vet, right? He's a wounded warrior that started the tequila company. Is he from Texas?
I don't know, but they were there this weekend in Galveston, so it's possible that he's from Texas. But we met him at the beach. Like, he just walked up to us and was like, hey, do you guys want to sample some tequila and eat some burgers and hot dogs? We're like, okay, fine. And the sampling came from a boot, but there was a cup inside. He said that's his swimming.
You don't have to give that part of the story.
Yeah,
you just thugged it out for a little while. And Hey, the
But
tequila would have
tequila's
killed all the
pretty good.
germs.
Tequila was pretty good, I gotta say.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
I cannot. I don't care what was in it. I don't care if it's brand new. I can't do it. Mental of it all.
Right, I know it. I'm like, oh,
Big
man.
Sim said he's packing up the Airbnb. Annihilator in the comments. Lime Squeeze in the comments. What's up to y'all? We're gonna give D Nice a couple more minutes, or another minute, and then we're gonna get on to this bracket, man. I know we got the holidays going. I know a lot of people are out doing things, so we don't want to keep everybody all night and keep it going. Plus, we got some guests out there that are, I think, in the middle. We got some guests that are going to be on the show that are in the middle of setting up for a show this week. So we want to accommodate them, get them on early. So before it gets too late. So we will see. All right, there we go.
Ron said we won't catch COVID after drinking from that leg.
What's up, man?
I know that's right.
Still tight.
Hey, man, first of all, thank you. 2 weekends or 2 Mondays in a row, we got D Nice. And normally, he gets paid a show up fee and stuff. So we appreciate him. We appreciate him doing this, man. What's up,
Absolutely. Hey, man, 2 successful events back to back. I can't ask for nothing better, man. It was a beautiful time, man, and everybody enjoyed themselves. That's what warmed my heart. And I want to thank you guys, Slingshot Soundspot, for being on set and y'all going live, man. I definitely feel the love and support, and especially you, Lynn, since I did leave you out of the comments.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind, sir.
Man, it looked like y'all had a party out there, bro.
Yeah.
Party isn't even the right word. I mean, party is the right word, but if there's something above that, I mean, it was just lit, man. It was lit.
Yeah, and hopefully everybody got a chance to take advantage of everything else that was happening on the beach, man. Like down to Atlantic Beach, the South Side, riding the Strip. I mean, it's just so much. There's a couple of Slingshot riders that are still there that's checking out, that just called me like right before the podcast, said, yo, we about to go home finally.
I'll tell you, man, they panned out one time. I can't remember who it was that was live at the time, but I think it was like middleweight or heavyweight, and they panned out and spun it around, and I was like, yeah, man, it had to be like 300 people watching the sound competition, man.
No doubt.
Like, it was crazy.
Listen,
It got thick. The crowd was thick, man.
Man, I hadn't seen nothing like that in a long time. It felt that good. Now, understand, 14 hours Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for me, and then 8 hours yesterday because I had another concert to do. I didn't even get to post all the videos and footage and everything that I had going on, man, just because I was just so busy, man, and I need to take this week off.
Well, look, man, we ain't gonna keep you long because I know you're tired, bro. But we just wanted to give you a time, one, give you your flowers on live like we do every time a show passes, because everybody knows, well, especially the ones that have put on a show know that it ain't easy. Paula is one of those. She knows it ain't easy, so we wanted to give you your flowers on that, but then give you the opportunity. And I know you already did a really good post, which was dope to list all of those, but just for you to get an opportunity to say your thank yous and give your shout outs on live.
Absolutely, man. It's kind of hard to want to give everybody a shout out because I know I'm going to leave somebody out. It was just that much people, and there was people that was like parking lot pimping that didn't even get that close to me for me to see them that they were there. But I saw it on social media. They tagged me, like all the Carolina groups, North Carolina and South Carolina showed up. Metro City, Queen City, Slingshotters, Carolina SS, Carolina Elite. Metro City came through, Ghost Riders, Flowtown Riders. We even had the Midwest Regional down there. Tub Taylor and his crew, they all came down from Chicago.
Yeah.
Like it was, Florida was in the house, Texas was in the house, and the list goes on, man. I couldn't have asked for nothing better, a better turnout, and everybody that I spoke to had a great time, man. That really enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't really get to do was the group rides, but I couldn't because I got stuck with the baggers. Not that it was a bad thing. But when you got a slingshot show on top of a bagger show, like I had to pull through for the long haul, and I made it happen, man. And I was getting so much love from a lot of baggers that I knew, like a lot of them I grew up with riding two wheels with. You know what I mean? And the fact that I was there, a lot of them definitely came through and got into the sound competition, man. So, whew. And then the fact that, yo, Rob, I want to thank you, man. You, Bumblebee,
And Cozy.
Cozy.
Yeah.
Y'all jumped in and judged some of those baggers.
And what a different world that was, man. Like that was, to me, I was happy to do it because I wanted to really be able to get in close and walk around and hear these because I watched the lives from the events that they do all over the place, and there's a lot of bikes on there that were competing that I've seen before on lives, but you know when you hear it in person versus live, it's completely different. And it was cool. It was cool for me to see those people and see their bikes and hear them in person. So that was cool. It was an honor to at least do it for a little while. So, yeah.
Hey, we're gonna see if D Nice can reach out to Ricky Will and get you 10% off of Ricky Will's coaching course or judges course, Rob. So that way you know they're gonna work on your judges stance. They're gonna work on your stance a little bit.
They was tired.
And I'll tell you what, I think the majority of the time, all three of us voted the same way. I mean, I think our paddles were pretty much the same on every decision. Nice. Even the ties, the ones that tied, I think there was one of us voted, the other two didn't. And then there was a couple other ties, none of us voted. Like we all it was a straight tie, you know. Nice. So we all heard the same thing pretty much.
So, question, man, because a couple of my friends in Texas, and we've already talked about what our long show is going to be next year. You know, because we put one long one on the calendar. You know, that 21 hour drive. So, is this going to be an annual? Is this going to be an annual thing?
It is going to be an annual thing.
I will be there next year.
Yeah, I'm running it back for number 3, baby. Let's go.
It was so crazy that the general manager of Hooters and the general manager of Twin Peaks, they ran out of food. Like they wasn't expecting that kind of flow. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's bad for everybody that wanted to get something to eat, but it's a good thing because they don't generally sell out of all the foods. Like he was even going to the store. Going buy a sweet tea because
that's crazy.
Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, man. So
definitely next year, though.
Well, yeah, we'll definitely. And I think DTP won't mind me speaking for him, but him and I talked already, and Myrtle Beach is on our calendar next year. So so we will be there.
It was everything. I ain't gonna lie. As tired as I was, I still had a good time, man. Like. Even just hosting all 3 nights. So
there's something about you being on a microphone with your DJing, you know, in the middle of the battles that are going on. It's just different. It's a good vibe. It's a good flow. I really enjoy that part of it too. You know, the commenting on a microphone, and Lucas was another one. He did a great job having the other microphone and him kind of going back and forth with people. It was just fun. It was a good time, man.
I'm definitely grooming him up. So, and another good thing, man, a lot of people was like, yo, man, they never met like Lucas and Zach and everybody from like Baton Rouge that actually all of them was down there that they see us cutting up on Facebook, cracking jokes with each other. It was like, yo, I ain't bothering you because I don't want to end up on a meme on Facebook. So
Facts.
It's like, I ain't want that smoke. And it was good energy. So what you got to understand is that energy is never lost. It's merely transferred from one person to another one. So if I'm having a bad day and I display that across the microphone towards anybody, they're not going to have a good day. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is, man. For real.
Yeah, I mean, Ralph was working that clock, man. He was keeping people back because it started getting tight towards the later rounds. LJ was in there doing her thing. She had to manhandle a couple people, get them right.
That's my sister.
So El Jizzle was at Myrtle Beach.
El Jizzle showed up.
El Jizzle was on deck.
El Jizzle was at Myrtle Beach, is what you saying. Okay.
He was in rare form. Trust me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hire me next year, LJ. I want to be your partner in crime. I'll yoke some people up with you. Fun when you choke somebody from the rear.
Could you imagine that going through the crowd, just yoking her and LJ yoking people up?
Yeah, you choke them from the rear and then tap they. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, and shout out to LJ. She's in the comments. Dave is in the comments as well. Hey, big one from Mid-South, man. Big Rod said, facts. I'm coming. Never been to a beach bike rally before. 2026 will be my first. So Mid-South.
Big Rod, please, bro.
It'll be good.
It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. It's something you need to experience at least once in your life, man. I'm for real.
Yeah.
What I will tell you, for those who have been to like Daytona Bike Week, it ain't nothing like it.
Yeah.
Apples and oranges. It is nothing like that. Like,
well, and the love for the slingshots is nothing like Daytona either. So
you know what? You're exactly right, TJ. Like people would, the beggars, they weren't like, get these slingshots out of here, and like it ain't like that, man. Like their own people ride those things, and it's just all one love in that parking lot. It really is.
Yeah. Shout out to my man Big Sims. You're right, Sims. There's definitely more slingshots at the mall than ever. I counted on one video. I counted 92 slings.
Wow.
So we had 92 slings in the parking lot at one time, and I'm sure it was way more than that between.
I'm sure it was too, but yeah.
92 slings, 25 competitors. We ran through those classes like it was like we was like
we were probably going to talk about this. Obviously, we're going to bring this up, but the King of the Hill style, man, like that to me was brand new. I never did King of the Hill style. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if I was going to love it. I was going to hate it. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a faster pace. You got to have a playlist like ready to go. And if you're not, you're probably going to fall short. I got towards the end, and I think it was Sims. I said, bro, I'm running out of songs. Like, you know what I mean?
I said that the road we were watching it on live. I said, I bet you Rob's running out of songs.
Like, I didn't prepare for this. And then, you know what I didn't really think of? I did hear that it was King of the Hill style, but I forgot about the minute and 30 seconds. That's part of King of the Hill. You're playing one round, but you're also playing 1 minute 30. And I wasn't prepared for 130. So I had to do a lot of those I did on the fly, so it was hard. It was hard for me. So
yeah.
It was a good time.
I think a lot of people are going to start picking up that King of the Hill, man. I think they are. I think you're going to have a couple shows a year that people are like circling on their list because they like, yo, if I go here and do good, I'm gonna walk out of that joint with 5, 6, 7, 8 wins and shoot up the standings like somebody did this weekend.
So look at our very first show this year. You had the Rising and you had Thriller. Those two bikes went right out of the gate. They went up like they went to 3-4 shows right out of the gate and was winning. Well,
I'm gonna tell you, one bike did that. One bike shot from like, I can't remember what place they were in all the way up to first. And then the other one made it almost impossible to catch them. They were already in first and they made it almost impossible to catch them in first. So we'll see. We'll see when we get to the standings, but
I feel like the King of the Hill style could be more popular as these bigger shows grow and keep getting bigger, like a Memphis Madness. I mean, look at the amount of competitors that they had just last year. Yeah. Is it going to be the same size this year? I mean, that format, they get through it all and they do a great job doing it. Yep. That format would help with a show to that magnitude get through the bikes a little quicker.
Yeah. All right, man. So 2 weeks straight of work. What's your next show where you actually get to just go and enjoy it and relax?
I don't think I got. I don't got one of those.
So what's your next show?
My next show is the Queen City Classic in Charlotte in July. And then I got King of the Bayou. No, King of the Bayou is before Charlotte. Yeah. So KOB, I'll be at KOB. Charlotte.
Working or just chilling?
No, I'll be working. They can't listen. I gotta send a shout out to the Baton Rouge Riders, man. Slingshot Riders, Lucas and Zach and the whole team. Millard and Despicable Me, all of those guys, like Cynthia, they all came through and we all jumped in like we've been doing this all our life. That's what made it flow so a whole lot smoother. Shout out to my man Jose over at RCB. He came through and got everybody lined up, make sure everybody was in the hole where they were supposed to be, and it just worked. It was like a well-oiled machine. Like I hadn't seen that in a while. I've been to a lot of shows and I hadn't seen that in a while.
Nice. Well, look, man, congratulations on congratulations on a really, really good show, bro. Like I said, we will be there next year. We will push it big time next year to get it as big as possible. I mean, we ain't got to do much because it's already it's already on the map. But we're gonna talk it up, and we will be there to support, bro. And we, like I said, we appreciate you coming back on, and best of luck to you the rest of this season with them shows that you're working, bro.
And one more thing, man. The baggers wanted me to make sure I relayed a message to the Slingshot community. It was like, listen, they have never heard so many good sounding slingshots in their lives. They thought this was going to be like a trash show. They was like, it was nothing like what they expected. So the fact that y'all taking the time out and invested time and energy and money into making sure these slingshots are getting harder and harder to judge and battle, it was heartwarming to hear them say that they ain't never heard bikes that sounded this good in their lives. Like they just didn't think it was happening. Yeah, the Big Show.
Yeah, shout out to the Big Show. Yeah. So awesome, man. Well, again, man, we appreciate you, brother. And get some rest.
I'm gonna try. I still got footage I ain't put up yet, so I'm gonna try.
Hey, start putting it out. Yeah, if you get a minute, put it out, man. I'd love to see what you got.
There you go.
I got you. All right.
Bye. Have a good night.
Man. Oh man. All right, ladies.
LJ just put out a nice little reel that I shared on our page, man. She did a really nice job on that reel. Captured a lot of those great moments.
Yep. What were you about to say, Lunatic?
We're gonna be in Myrtle Beach as a team.
Yeah.
Ooh, goals. # goals.
You down? Paul, you down?
Sure.
All right. Let's do it. Yeah. All right, ladies. This is where we split and then come back together at the end. We're gonna knock these brackets out. So we'll talk to y'all in a little bit.
Bye.
Man, oh man, let's get them going.
Let's do it.
Let's get them going. Where we at? Boom. See, I did the little color of the trees and you know what I'm saying? Try to pull the colors out of the logo, man, and then put them into the thing, and then try to make it do what it do. Battle of the Beach, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, featherweight. Lime Squeeze was first into the ring with Big Sims. Lime Squeeze won that. Up next was Chelly versus Lime Squeeze. Lime Squeeze won that. Up next was Wanza versus Lime Squeeze. Lime Squeeze won that. And the finals was Battle Cat versus Lime Squeeze, and Lime Squeeze won that one. So clean sweep, first in the ring, last one in the ring. And with us is Miss Lime Squeeze. Congratulations. Can you hear us?
No.
Audio. She's probably on Animal's device again. It's always when she gets on Animal's device.
Yeah, you might have to go out and come back in.
Yeah, go out, come in.
That's usually the only thing that fixes it from our experience.
We'll pull her down while she gets it. We'll pull her down while she gets it figured out.
And you know what? I will say this about Cynthia's bike. Cynthia's bike has always sounded great, right? But this weekend there was something about that bike that everything was hitting.
I was listening to it in the car, and I was like, "What is going on?"
It was right. That's how she was able to do what she did.
Yeah.
On that graphic, because that bike was hitting in her playlist. She was switching it up and playing different stuff, and it was good. And these judges that we had are from the bagger scene, so you have to kind of know what to play for those guys, what they want to hear, Right. There's some strategic stuff that goes into that.
Yep. So let's get the lightweight and see if we can get
yeah. Let's do that.
See if we can get Cynthia back while we're doing this. Connecticut Dragon. So the Yellow Dragon versus Black Panther. And Yellow Dragon won that one, which brought up Yellow Dragon versus Lime Squeeze. Lime Squeeze won that one. And then Lime Squeeze versus Renee, and Lime Squeeze won that one. So Lime Squeeze was your lightweight champion as well. And let's see if we've got her this time. Can you hear us now?
I can hear you.
Awesome. Welcome, welcome.
Hi.
Man, somebody had fun in Myrtle Beach.
Yes, sir.
2 Chainz.
Golly. Uh-oh, there it is.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
We were talking about it while we were waiting for you to come back on. But I was telling Rob, Rob was complimenting how good that bike sounded. You know, it always sounds good, but he said that thing was dialed in this weekend.
There was something about it this weekend. Yeah. For me, it was hitting on every level. I mean, your vocals were there, your highs were hitting, your bass was hitting. Like it was there. It was crispy.
It was very
well. One thing I will say, the judges actually. Well, first let me say this. I was number one. Pick King of the Hill, and I was number one. So basically, I played everybody. And throughout the entire 5 rounds, I did not have any votes against me. They were all unanimous. All 5 rounds. And then, so at the end, the judges, 2 of them came to me and they said, we were trying to find something wrong with that bike.
Wow.
Anything that was off. Anything. And they said we couldn't find nothing. Everything was there. The highs, the mids, the bass, the song selection. So it made me feel really good. Because again, I'm not a big fan of King of the Hill, but I will say this time it definitely benefited me. I was glad to pull number 1. And it was fun. It was fun.
Nice.
You know, that situation when you get a hill, you're like, man, I don't want to go first. I don't want to go first. But when you go first, and you run a table, you're like, hell yeah. And then when you get feedback like that, like I knew there wasn't a paddle that went that didn't go your way. Yeah. And your song selection too was you were mixing it up for them and you know, hitting them with a little bit of everything. You made it hard for them to go against you. You know, that bike sounded amazing.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it. Absolutely 100%.
So what's your next show?
I think I keep going out.
Yeah, you're kind of lagging a little bit.
Yeah.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me? Because I'm losing reception out here.
We hear. Yeah.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
With Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Oh, they got us on a big screen. Show us on a big screen. Can we see us on a big screen?
We can hear you.
Oh, I'm out.
Can you hear me?
Oh, they got us on the big screen. Show us on the big screen. Can we see us on the big screen?
I'm not going to be able to do it with all the reception on. Okay.
Can you hear us?
Sweetheart, you have to do it from your phone. That's what they got to pay you.
Can you hear us? All right, we're gonna move up.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. What's your next show?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you. My next show is probably going to be.
What's your next show?
Don't listen to tell you your phone.
Turn the volume down on the TV.
Probably gonna be Atlanta.
All right. Hey, Cynthia, we're gonna let you go so you can, because we're having the comms issues. Okay.
All right, I'm right here now. I'm out of the room with them.
All right. So next show is Atlanta, you said?
Yeah, probably Atlanta Sling Fest.
Okay. Cool. All right. And we're going to do the brands real quick. Your speaker brands?
Speaker brand is Concrete Audio. All of my speakers are Concrete Audio, amps Concrete Audio, except my sub MX and MX sub amp.
Yeah, give that credit to the MMATs, right?
Got it. And batteries?
I don't know. Concrete. Lithium.
And shout out your builder tuner. There
Yo,
he is.
No.
There he is. Armor Customs.
Hey,
All right, we appreciate you.
look,
We appreciate
one
y'all
thing-
joining us.
One thing
What'd
I
you
want to
say?
add,
Go
Cynthia
ahead.
talked about how she didn't have a paddle go against her in featherweight, not a single paddle against her in lightweight too.
Either. I was going to say that. She didn't have it go her way either in lightweight. She didn't have a paddle go against her. So amazing job.
Very
You're
nice.
lucky you were protected by the PPP. It's the platform protection program. That platform protection program is real. And
We didn't talk about this, Rob. We didn't talk about this.
Hey. Look, we appreciate y'all. Congratulations again to you, Cynthia. And good luck to y'all out there at the show in Kentucky.
Yes. Yeah,
All right.
I'll see you guys in Kentucky.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
All righty.
Yeah,
Welterweight.
she didn't have a paddle go against her in two weight classes.
That's impressive, man. That's really impressive. All right, welterweight. Too Much versus Despicable Me in the first round. Too Much won that one. Then Game Changer pulled in the ring. Too Much versus Game Changer. Game Changer won that one. Game Changer versus Dragon. Game Changer won. Game Changer versus Toys. Game Changer won. Game Changer versus Red Bottoms. Game Changer won. Game Changer versus Motorcycle Jack. And Game Changer won. Congratulations, bro.
Thank you, man. Like I said before, that the King of the Hill is it's a different animal. It really is. I don't mind it, but it is very intimidating to do it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you got to be ready. You got to be prepared.
Yes, sir.
So,
What's your next show?
It's Owensboro, Kentucky. Going to that one and only Armor Custom Work show. So I'm looking to have a good time. I know that city has kind of set aside that weekend for that whole big event that's about to go down there. So I'm sure they'll talk more about that when they're on our show next week. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that show. Owensboro, Kentucky should be good.
Nice. Shout out your brands, bro.
Man, that's the MMATs, man. MMATs got me right.
MMAT speakers, MMAT tweeters,
Yes.
MMAT subs,
Everything
MMAT
MMAT.
amps, batteries. Stinger batteries. Go ahead. You knew what I was about to ask. Go ahead. You can't wait to say it. Go ahead.
Come on, that one and only, baby. That one and only.
Team UAS.
Team UAS, baby. All day, every day.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. All right, let's keep this train going. Middleweight. Sheesh. Freshly Squeezed versus Black Mamba. Black Mamba won that one. Dragon versus Black Mamba, and Dragon shocked the world and won that one. Huge win for Dragon.
Good. Hey, listen, I want to talk about that real quick. That was a good battle. Like both of them bikes were right there. They even went to a tiebreaker, and I think he barely pulled that one out too in the tiebreaker because they both sounded amazing in the tiebreaker. So
yeah,
but yes, Dragon pulled the upset on Black Mamba because she was probably the favorite to win that one.
Yeah. Well, and then before he could even celebrate that one, Bumblebee pulls in the ring, and Dragon plays Bumblebee, and Dragon wins that one as well.
Right. Yeah.
So I was like, holy cow. Ro and I were on the phone. I was like, what is Dragon doing in Myrtle Beach right now?
He was fucking them up. He was fucking them up in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah. So shout out to Dragon. And then Dragon versus Game Changer. Game Changer won that one. And then Game Changer versus Black Sheep, and Black Sheep won that one. And then Black Sheep versus Shadow, and Shadow won that one. So it's like the domino effect of Team UAS all out of the ring.
Yeah, we kind of took each other out. And then there was one left standing, was the Black Sheep.
Yes, indeed. So, and then Shadow versus Brutus, and Shadow won that one. And then Shadow versus Kells, a slingshot I had never seen before, never heard before, and came in and sounded, at least over the phone, sounded incredible, and upsets Shadow for the middleweight win. And I do not see Kells in the green room.
I don't see him in the green room. I messaged him again at the beginning of the show. I guess I don't know if he's having problems getting on or whatever, but hopefully not. Hopefully he just couldn't make it, but he didn't tell me that. But yeah, shout out to Kells, man. I forget who his builder is. I mean,
you said it was a guy from the Bagger World, right? They did the Willy Wonka.
Somebody that typically, from what I heard, is somebody that typically does baggers built this slingshot for him. It's got a similar setup to, like, I don't know if anybody's familiar with the Maniac, those side boxes that Maniac had or still has. I don't know. They're very similar to that, but it sounded great, man. It was pretty much all 8s and those two side.
Baby legs. Keith Barker? Baby legs?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. And moving to heavyweight, we had Shadow versus Bumblebee. Shadow won that one. Shadow versus Freshly Squeezed. Shadow won that one. Shadow versus Black Mamba. Shadow won that one. And then Shadow versus Black Sheep. And Black Sheep with the heavyweight win. Is that back-to-back heavyweight wins for Black Sheep? Did he win heavyweight last week?
No, because tonight is the first time that he has ever been on our podcast.
Got it. I thought he won last week. Okay.
As soon as he won, I was like, bro, you get to come on the show on Monday.
All right. Well, let's get him. Because he was in the green room earlier clowning with his camera on, and now he ain't even got the camera on. So let's bring him in. What up?
What's up, baby?
There it is.
Shut him up, baby.
Felt good.
Congrats, bro. Congrats.
We was messaging earlier. He was like, yo, when's the next show coming up? I'm ready to go press play again.
Definitely is. I ain't gonna lie. I'm getting the fever, bro. I'm getting the fever.
Hey, the next show is this weekend.
You got Maggie Valley.
You got Maggie Valley this weekend, right up the highway from you.
That's a lot of mountains involved. You know, they got them damn.
You scared of the mountains
out there? I don't want to hit no Alps. Go off the road with this big RV. I ride my RV now, so I don't know about Maggie Valley. That's a little steep for me.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be a good one. So,
for real?
What is it? Yeah, it's your. I mean, I'm hearing a lot of people from the sound community that are saying they're going. So that's gonna be.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, it's always been a good show. Mine, like without a sound competition, it was already a thick show, and now you've got the 3-wheel showdown adding the sound competition, so it's just gonna get better. So,
Hey, Big Will, let me say this: in Maggie Valley, you pull your 4-seater in. Yes, there's 4-seaters there. They're pretty rare there. You pull a 4-seater in there at the caliber that yours is, or you're gonna shut it down. Just looks wise, you don't even have to turn the sounds on.
I was there last year.
Oh, were you? Okay.
All right. Yeah.
That's all about them big deer things.
Okay, that's why you're talking about the wildlife.
Yeah. I was at the casino, all that. It was nice.
So, what is your next show? What you got on the schedule?
Honey, what's the next show? King of the Bayou. King of the Bayou.
Nice. I will see you there. All right, man. So we're going to walk you through how we do this. When we bring somebody on the show, first we congratulate them on the win. Then we figure out what show they're going to, and then they get to shout out all the brands that got them in the winner circle. So what brand speakers are you running?
PRV, baby.
And tweeters?
Then I got a little PRV and a little McLaren. So I kind of got them mixed up, you know?
Okay, McLaren. Subs?
I'm running MAT.
MATs. What about your amps?
MAT on my subs and Sound Digital pretty much on everything else.
Okay. And what type of batteries you got in there?
Just some deep cell, something called I don't even know the brand of them. I have to look at it.
And go ahead, man. I know it's going to get obnoxious in here because now there's 2 of you on the screen, but go ahead and shout out the Builder Tuner combo.
Tell them that Team UAS, baby.
Team UAS. I mean,
Team UAS, baby.
Jack will be my tuner. And pretty much I built it and we worked together.
Nice.
That was a good collab between you and Jack, man. I mean, I think.
Oh yeah.
When it was being built, I was like, yo, this thing is gonna be a monster, and you're getting it right, man. You're getting it right now.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I'm glad to see you finally, you've got it dialed in. You look like you're having fun in there. You're more competitive every time you step in the ring. Your playlist is getting better, even though you say you don't have a playlist. You just wing it. But the songs that you pick when you wing it are getting better. So congratulations on that, man.
Does Big Will have an alter ego? Does Big Will like the parking lot Big Will and the ring Big Will? Is there like, because those are two totally separate people.
Yeah, I try to keep them separated.
There you go.
Yeah. So
Nice.
you will definitely see a different person in the ring coming up. I'm gonna just try to just stay positive, you know what I'm saying, and take it one play at a time.
Nice, man.
And it looks like you're having fun when you're in the ring, which I love to see that for you, man. I really do. People that get in that ring, and if they lose, they don't get upset. If you win, you win with grace too. It's just cool. I love that about you, man.
Yeah, I'm just having fun, you know. I ain't chasing or nothing. I'm having fun.
That's what it's about, bro.
You know how I go. When it's time to shine, it's gonna happen.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Just be ready for it when it does, man. And you definitely are ready for it. So congrats to you on that, bro. So stay safe out there, bro. I can't wait to see you at KOB, and keep pushing play, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks. See y'all.
All right, brother.
Team UAS, baby.
UAS. You already know if you're in UAS, ain't what?
It ain't shit.
Yeah, man. All right. So let's get this down, man. We're gonna do things a little different because we're trying to get like I said, we're trying to accommodate some East Coast schedules. So we'll do the standing. We're gonna run our sponsors, and then when the sponsorship commercial is over, Paula will be on the screen. She will introduce her guest, and then we will do the standings towards the towards the end.
Let me do this real quick. Tonight's episode is sponsored by SoFlo Slings. So shout out to SoFlo Slings, one of our sponsors this year. So shout out to SoFlo.
Shout out to SoFlo.
Thank you to our 2025 sponsors. The weight belt sponsor, House of Sound Car Audio. The lightweight sponsor, the 12-volt specialists. The welterweight sponsor, Gator Express Mobile Cigar Lounge. A middleweight sponsor, Underground Auto Styling. The heavyweight sponsor, Big Sim Designs. The extreme sponsor, Hot Slings. And a special shout out to all of our heavyweight and below sponsors.
Hi, everyone. On today's show, we have Mr. Vernon Walker himself from Light the Night, Three-Wheel Showdown. So let's bring him up on the screen. And hi.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Good. Thank you for joining us. I know you're super busy starting.
Super busy, but hey, it's a pleasure being on.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know you're, limited for time. So if you want to give us like
move off the screen. What you got?
If you want to give us a quick rundown of the itinerary of your portion. I know that you teamed up with the Slingshot Roadsters. So if you want to give us your rundown of events, and then we'll go through some questions that I have for you.
All right, look, this is one of the first times we've teamed up with Bikes and Bass before, and this time we teamed up with Slingshot Roasters here at Maggie Valley. Maggie Valley is probably one of the oldest, if not the oldest, slingshot rally in the country. Mm-hmm. It's actually 5 days, and it's 5 days of being extremely active. I mean, when we got here today, there's already slingshots here trying to get in. It's here in the mountains, beautiful place. This is one of those bucket list events like you have with the Sling Experience and some of the others, that if you have a slingshot, you definitely want to put this on your list just to go see, so you can say you went, you experienced it. This is definitely one of those events. Like I said before, it's 5 days. It used to be built as a vendor rally where you could come in, and vendors from all over the country were here. And right now we have quite a few. You have ATL Slings, you got House of Sound, you have Zarate Steelworks, you got of course Light the Night, and you also have the Slingshot only crew doing everything out there. So you can pretty much come in here and get anything you want done to your vehicle. Tuesday starting at 9 all the way through Saturday. What we're doing different is we noticed with an event with this many people that we wanted to have some exciting activities going on. So we thought it would be a marriage made in heaven for us to combine the Three-Wheel Showdown. So on Friday and Saturday, we're going to run into our usual show activities, where we're going to do a tech and tune starting at 10, where we actually have a Polaris technician at all of our shows, where we're going to do this at all of our shows. He will come out and you can ask him questions, can give you advice on your slingshots. And when we do our event next week in Atlantic City, all the Can-Am people can also ask questions about the Can-Ams. We're also going to run information on we got a new controller called Zeus. A lot of people have it, and it's been very beneficial to them that if I could step inside the tent, give an instruction class on how to work it, a lot of people have been real appreciative, and we're going to do that. Of course, we're going to do our Friday night lights, and then we're going to do our other activities. There's a lot of things going on, some team battles, which this year we actually have prizes for team battles. And we're going to move into Saturday where we're going to have a phenomenal sound contest where, already you're going to win the largest prize ever given. A fully expense paid trip to Las Vegas for you and a guest, $1,000. $1,000 in cash. You're going to stay at the fabulous Venetian Palazzo Hotel. You're going to get VIP tickets to the largest event in the history of Las Vegas, which is the Formula One race. So you'll be sitting there not with millionaires, but with billionaires. You're going to have a great time. We've provided all that to you, along with food and everything else that you need on that trip. So, hey, come out, get on our scorecard, get the points. Our final's going to be at in French Lick, Indiana, where we're going to draw our winners and we're going to do our thing. Hey, we'll have a good time.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm sure you're already. You guys arrived today? I saw 19 of you guys arrived today.
Well, we arrived yesterday. And doing something this size, we have a very, very large team. Some of us drove, some of us are flying. So the Light the Night primary crew got in yesterday, and today we had a few people fly in. Tomorrow we have, I believe Elvin gets here tonight. We have DJ Show Off coming in Friday. We have the judges coming in Thursday. We have, like I said, 19 total people on this particular thing. The three-wheel, we got a very, very large team. I'm very happy to have so many professional people that helps me get this done, because that way I'm able to accomplish a lot of activities at once. Because while we at Maggie, we're still trying to get ready for Atlanta next week. I still have my Light the Night open at the shop filling orders. We still have our real estate company working. We have several things going at one time. So when you surround yourself with professional people, you can find that it makes my day a lot easier, which I'm sure y'all have a business. You can relate to exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We have some people in the comments saying hi. We have Rogelio. We have Moet the painter said that you took all his guys for the week. You made him a slave for the week.
Yeah, what we did, we bring in our top installers from around the country to events like Maggie. So one, we can all work together. We like to collaborate different ideas, different things that are going on with slingshots. Like a lot of people might not know about you have a situation with the antennas on your slingshot. A lot of times you can hook aftermarket accessories up, get feedback through your radio. So now I got a crew of guys here, and we're going to try to tackle that problem while we're here and find it's not a Light the Night problem. It's an accessory problem. We're going to try to solve it for everybody. We just recently solved the problem. Like I'm sure y'all saw Big Rod's bike. We created a whole new wiring harness for Big Rod's bike. All of these things are collaborations when we all get together and talk about different issues, different problems, different things. And then I also get them inside track on the new things that we had filing patents on that we're going to release real soon. So we were able to bring in Robin out of Concord. We brought in, everybody knows Brian Shreve out of Memphis. He's here with us. We got Devin out of Maryland. He's coming in with us. We got the guy that did the bike in Florida, AJ's bike, that's been winning a lot of the LED contests. George, he's coming in. So we got some of the top installers in the country all under one tent for Maggie Valley, and we're going to have a good time.
Nice. Now, so it's going to be, like you said, I know that people can go on the website and see the full itinerary. But is it going to be like Friday, Light the Night LED competition, and then Saturday, the sound competition? Now, I did see there's like 13 rides or something, and there's a lot of stuff happening, like overlapping each other. So if you don't like to do whatever's happening on this side, you just go hang out over there and go on a ride or something like that. Now, for the LED competition, is that going to also have the cash prizes? Or is that just for the sound competition?
No, what we decided to do for this year and next year, we're going to start adding even more value to the LED contest, because we are an LED company. I've invested a lot of money pumping up sound. I do not benefit from sound contests in the least. So I'm going to start diverting more of the cash flow and prizes and increasing the lights. This year, we're going with the heavyweight category, winning $500 prize.
Mm-hmm.
And next year, we're going to add cash prizes to the other 2 categories where we have a lightweight and middleweight.
Okay. Now, for the people that win on the spot, can they go and spend that money right away?
Hell yeah. Long as they can take a picture of that check and deposit in their account. Yeah, you get an actual check, money, real money. I remember when I first was doing $1,000, people was asking each other, well, did the check clear? Did he really give $1,000? Yeah, we did. And we wanted to do something when we started Three Wheel, and we're trying to stick to it, is we want to show everybody out there how much we appreciate the time and effort they spend, one, coming to the events, and one, supporting Like the Night. We want to be one of the companies out there to give back directly to the community. I like to give to charities that I can put my hands on. Right. I like to give to people that I can see. People's been to my events, like in Slidell, where the lady came in and had the school for the kids with disabilities and needed about $5,000 to get some stuff, and we wrote her a check right there for what she needed. I was in Jacksonville and the football team needed to be sponsored. I sponsored them for the whole season, all their uniforms, shoes for all the kids, because they were on a corner opposite of where we're having an event, selling water in the street, and I really don't like seeing kids doing that.
Yeah.
So I just had them come over and I wrote them a check for what they were trying to raise the money for. So everybody there can see exactly where the money that they give Like the Night and the support they give us, what we're doing with it.
Right. Now, do you already have a charity in mind for this event this weekend?
No, I don't give out to any specific charity. Did I say that right? Because she always corrected me on my specifics. There's always the ones that I give out across the year, Like the Night, and including my personal holdings. We give out about $40,000 to $50,000 a year to different charities or individuals calling. It depends on the circumstances, society. Like, for instance, today someone was talking to me and said, man, you never told anybody what you did when Louisiana had the flood. Mm-hmm. When Louisiana had the flood a few years back, I was lucky enough to be in a position to go to the mall where they were actually storing people, which is ridiculous. They were storing people at a mall, went down, got a family, took them to a 4-plex unit, put them in it. A lot of people don't know, but you'll know this is true by the details that I give you. People don't realize FEMA was putting people in apartments in San Antonio that weren't furnished. In San Antonio, you can't get furnished apartments. So you moving hundreds of families that's been displaced into apartments with no couches, no tables, no chairs, no cribs if they had babies, anything. Mm-hmm. So what we ended up doing was we provided one Miss Sellers thing with a fully furnished unit, and then the word got out that we could get furniture. So I started donating fully furnished units to fully furnishing their apartments, not paying for their apartments, but furnishing their apartments for them. In the end, we did it for 100 families, and luckily FEMA found out what we were doing, actually started cutting me a check. But initially, nice. I was doing it because I wanted the people in New Orleans not to be displaced and then go somewhere, have to sit on the floor. So sometimes I end up giving throughout the year for something that's unexpected. You know?
Okay. Well, we have people in the comments asking. We have Big Sims asking, what are the light categories, LED light categories?
Right now, the LED light categories are, I believe they are lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight. Lightweight will receive a chain, middleweight will receive a chain, heavyweight will receive $500. If you go to the site, you can actually see what the strip count is. I believe it's 24 and below is lightweight, 26 to 85 is middle, and everything above that is heavy.
And Moet is really not happy with you right now. He said you need to donate his guys back to his shop before he leaves.
You should have came on out here with us, man. You know we're gonna go out. We're going out to eat. We're going to the casino. By the way, I hit that all-tall small yesterday, so get ready.
And then we have Mr. Ted saying to tell me who the special guest in Maggie Valley is.
Ted, you're not gonna get me with one of those jokes again. Don't even look. Ted, I would like to welcome Ted to the three-wheel showdown like tonight family. We do the old these nuts jokes, and Ted got me with one, which I am considered the king. Nobody gets me. And Ted got me live on our Friday night show by telling me I had a special guest waiting. And I'm like, all right, bring him on. And then some guy comes on, like, it's these, and I was like, all right. So now he's still trying to get me. But all right, Ted, I got something for you.
That's pretty funny. And Moet, I think he needs to have like a personal conversation with you. He said,
I ain't taking his calls this weekend.
He said he would have had to come, but he would have gone, but you took all his guys, so he has to work.
Hey, I believe me, I know somebody got to run the shot. Shout out to my middle son Vernon. He's running like the night during the week with the crew we left there. Now, I know he hates he can't come to the events, go to the casino, go out to eat with us, but hey, somebody's got to watch the house, man.
And, Big Sims is saying to bring Miss Tony on the camera, please, because we hear her.
Hi.
We just hear you giggling in the background
all the time.
Hey, shout out to her. She takes care of all the administrative stuff. She booked 19 people. Then when booking these people, you got to understand, we got to coordinate flights. So everybody coming in from different directions, land around the same time because the airport's an hour away, which means we have to try to get everybody in around the same time, or I'm making several trips back and forth while the show is going on in some areas. So hey, shout out to her. She even coordinated. Oh, we have more than 19 coming to Atlantic City, don't we? Yeah, we even have more than 19 people coming to Atlantic City, man. I can't tell you how happy I am with the Slingshot community when individuals start calling, asking to be placed on the team when they felt that I might need some help or some more people to help us. We literally got calls from a lot of people offering to get on the team, and we accepted the offers of a lot of people to come on. Shout out to Bikes and Base teaming up with us in Atlantic City. The whole casino has been sold out. We have an adult pool party going on. Another organization decided to do that while we're there. And an adult pool party where we've already had 400 tickets sold for that.
That's this weekend, or is that the
next
following?
weekend? We leave in Maggie Valley and we're going straight to Atlantic City and get ready for that. All the major Can-Am Riker groups are coming. My man Orlando from the WAP is coming. We got the top competitors in the country coming in. We got Team Light 'em Up, Jose and them. All of them are coming.
Nice.
You already know after their performance at your show, where they pretty much won a lot of the trophies there, that they're the top performers. They're the team to beat, and they're going to be in Atlantic City. So if you got a top bike and you want to know if you're measuring up, this is your chance. They're all going to be there. This is going to be an event where we're going to have at least 3 or 4 true heavyweight bikes also. They're all coming. We're going to have a sound contest, light contest on Friday, and then slingshot sound, motorcycle sound on Saturday. This is a full schedule. This is like something nobody's ever seen before. You're talking about hundreds and hundreds of bikes all coming in coordinated to do 2 different parties that we have going on. You're going to have the beach. We're going to have a buffet dinner where you can come out and eat. We got, like I said, we have 3 different sound shows going on, 2 different light shows going on. Like I said, if I didn't have all these people that came in to help us out, man, I don't know if we would have made it. I'm telling you, we got some of the most professional people out there helping us right now.
That's awesome. Now, going back real quick, you mentioned for Maggie Valley team battles.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more for the people that are watching what that's about? Do they have to wear their shirts? What do they register separately from the sound competition? What is that? When is it happening? And what is it about?
Now, I'm gonna tell you the beauty of doing 3-wheel. We get to come up with some of the craziest things. And we don't want to keep none of it to ourselves. We wanted to come up. If you notice, we had the big board with the magnetic letters on it that Tony came up with. So when you walk up to an event, you can see the rounds that went on. You can see who's next and all that. Like when you watch a Final Four and they got the bracket. So we come up with that. We see other people doing it. It's great. We came up with the clock in the ring. Now, another thing we came up with, which I got from when we were fighting in karate, you could have a martial arts team. Where you can have top fighters from different schools team up to fight top fighters from other different schools. And we devised a way to do that with bikes. where each team has 5 members. They can be 5 members that are on the same, like light them up. They clearly have 5 people. You got the Atlanta crew with T Slim and them. They always have 5 people. SoFlo, y'all got a lot of people. You got 5 bikes. Y'all can come. And we have 5 different categories. But the key to it is the strategy behind it. When you flip a coin and you win the coin toss, you get to pick what category out of the 5 category, whether it's bass, whether it's traditional, whether it's just a lot of it. Is it any genre where you can tell them play country western, and you pick the person from the other team that you want to go against your team member. So if a person's got a strong bike, like say you get somebody like Snow comes in, he's got a real strong bike, but you can put him in parking lot pimping. So it's not about the bike. Then he gets to play his bike against somebody, say San, on who gonna pump up the crowd while they're playing.
Right. Okay,
So,
I like this a lot.
I would hate to go against parking lot pimping against San. I don't care who bike you got. She can beat you with a tricycle.
Just her dancing and her energy alone. She doesn't even have to play music.
we found that the crowd really liked it, so we're taking it a little more serious this year, and we're giving an award where all the 5 members will receive a chain if they win.
Okay, all right, and that's happening on what day?
Friday.
Okay, and do they have to register? Can they go on the website?
They can come in and register, get their 5 people when they get there. And sometimes we're very flexible with some of the things we do. Sometimes it'll start on Friday, and sometimes we'll push to Saturday. One thing we learned with the showdown, you have to have your primary activities, and then you got to have your backup filler activities. Filler activities are things that come up if you end up with a block of time. If you end up where you see that you didn't have that many bikes in one thing, or you got lights and it went fast. You bring somebody like Slinger in when we had one category, that's gonna go pretty fast. So then you come in and say, look, we got some other activities we're gonna do. So we even do a game where called where you play based on the mood that I call out. Say, hey, I just caught my girl cheating. I'm on my way to her house. When I kick in the door, what song am I have playing in the background? Then the 2 people come up, which I learned that from Chris and them in California. Then I've also saw my man Lucas. He did it at his show. So something that I learned from Chris and started doing. Then Lucas saw us do it. He started doing it. That way, in the end, no matter who comes up with it, it still makes all the shows entertaining, because you want everybody that comes to every show, no matter whose show it is, to have a good time, so they want to come back.
Yeah, I like it. I wish I could see it in person, but it sounds kind of like a step above the DJ battles.
Yeah, kind of. The DJ battles are cool. I think the DJ battles need rules too. They need to set up some guidelines. If I was to do a DJ battle, you wouldn't be able to use pre-recorded music. You would have to be able to play your bike song for song. Pre-recorded music is kind of cheating, because you can get a DJ that can mix it up real good, and the crowd is really moving to the music that the DJ is playing, not what you're playing. So a lot of things that we do, you got to tweak them. Which we take things serious enough, like with team battles, we come up with a board, we came out with rules, all before we introduce it to be done out there. You want to have it all worked out. And a lot of the new activities we're coming up with, even rules, you got to have it all worked out as best you can before you introduce it, which I'm not sure if we made a little addition to our rules, which we thought long and hard about, had a lot of calls on, where we now have a modified class. The modified class is because originally we are using what we call the builders rules. So we had some of the top builders in the country all meet. I mean, close to 30. Now, we didn't get them all, but we did get most. We did put it out for everyone, and we didn't have anyone that was missed call us and say, hey, I didn't get a call, but I don't like the rules. This is what I would have done. Everybody who called all said, hey, just can you tell us what the rules are, send it, and we get it done. Those rules are great, especially if you have an event like yours, like mine, where you're going to have people in your local area that want to compete. You're going to have some newbies. You're going to have some people just got their bikes done by local people doing their bikes themselves in their garages. You don't want to bring them to your show and have them compete on a local level. And then you got these pro bikes with these big boxes tearing them out the frame. And you look at all your local people as they look at you and blame you for bringing these bikes that blew them away. No one at your event won anything. They all took all the stuff away and went to other places with it. So we wanted to come up with a format that if you local, if you travel in, everybody has the exact same setup. Everybody plays that way. Nobody has a clear advantage.
Okay.
Now, we also recognize over time, instead of taking everybody that don't fit in those categories and putting them in heavyweight was wrong. So we wanted to fix it by making modified classes within each class. So if you have a slightly larger box, but your speaker count is the same, then you can still play in featherweight or lightweight, welterweight. So you can win. We actually have 2 winners for each category. You're going to have the regular winner and you have the modified winner, which is everybody's been real receptive to it. It kind of opens the door where everybody can now come back to one event and have a good time.
Look at Big Sims. He said, you show promoters better listen to the wise.
I wish I could take credit for it, but like I said, we listen. People will call me or they'll call my sound guys and they'll ask the questions and they'll pose it in our board meetings and we'll discuss it. This was something that we discussed for almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
The thing we're discussing things and trying to decide on them over a year, other stuff comes up. You know, like now in the time period that we decided to come up with this, some people came up with putting the extra 2 speakers in the front of the bike. What we just did, that doesn't apply, you know. We will address that at the end of this year because it said we wouldn't change our rules in a major way for 3 years, and we're on the 3rd year right now.
Okay, so this is the last year.
The last year before we can go in and change our first set of rules.
Got it.
Once again, people aren't going to back you and build bikes to what you set up if you're changing them every 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I like that. And last thing that I have for you is, because I know you're short on time here, you're busy man today and this rest of the week, for registration time for the sound competition, because we are on Slingshot Sound Spot. Can they register online on your website, or do they do it there at the show? What time is registration and what time does the sound competition start on Saturday?
You actually can do both. We have I want to send out to my man, Jack, who recently lost his daughter. He's my web designer. We actually have a full-time web designer designed it. If you ever been on Light Tonight and seen our website, it's phenomenal. He designed the 3-wheel site to where you can go on and register for everything, hotels, parking, all of that. We have different packages on there. So you can pre-register, which a lot of times we give you a discount. Okay. Or you can come to the event and up to, we take registrations usually up to about an hour before the show starts. Okay, we do inspections at 11. You want to make sure that you're there when inspections start. If the inspection has run for your category, then you can't register after that.
That's it.
Now, another thing we did this year with registration, if you want to come to an event, once we put the registration on our webpage, for the first 30 days, you can come to any of our events and get in the gate with your Slingshot for $15. That means online registration within the first 30 days that it posts on our site, which we don't tell you when we post it. So you have to keep checking, and you can get in for $15. That's $7.50 a day. Can't beat it.
No. All right. And then we have Moet again. Moet, he's not going to answer your calls, by the way. But he's saying he's in the modified class, or no, in the modified class, are the speaker counts the same in each class?
In the modified class, yes, we haven't increased the speaker count. That goes back on what I was saying about adding the 2 speakers in the front. My main thing with doing the speakers in the front, which I've said on my show, when you think this out, we have to make changes not for the few, but for the many. 2 speakers in the front is something that you can come out with, but you have to give the rest of the country a chance to catch up. For instance, if you can go to 2 speakers in the front when you know Brad and you know Jack and you know Alan and you know some of these other people, a lot of our customers don't have access to those people. So they don't have a builder that they can go to and get this done right away. And I'm sure you'll notice by the way a lot of these shows are going right now, bikes that are winning all have the speakers in the front. But what about all the people that ain't had time to get that done yet? You just gave everybody that's familiar with a builder. And if you notice, a lot of these people are extremely familiar with these builders, and they had their bikes done before everybody else's.
Mm-hmm.
Now you just gave all those people an advantage over the people who don't have that hookup. So you just slid your sound contest one way for everybody that had a hookup with a builder versus the individual who would show up at your show who would have to get in line or save up a little money. If we're going to make a change like that, we would announce that we're going to make the change, put a date way out so everybody has time to catch up.
Okay.
So when you go to a show, that's not a clear advantage to people that's been associated with builders for years.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, Vernon, it was lovely to have you. For anyone that's watching, you can go on the website, threewheelshowdown.com, or on the Facebook page. All the information is there. There's or you can reach out to Vernon. I'm sure. Well, he might be a little busy this week, but
when are you coming to one of our shows?
I know. Vernon, I wish I can go to everybody's show. I wish I could have been at every single show so far this year, but like you said, I have business, and
I understand.
So
well, you're welcome to come, bring your crew, come and party, have a good time. The more the merrier. I see your group is getting a lot of notoriety, and congratulations to y'all for being on the scene and being able to make it to the shows that you do make it to. So I do understand that. But I'm coming your way soon too. I'm coming to I believe RCB is having a show in Tampa
in August.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna come support RCB. RCB's been a long time support. He's come to a lot of shows. So of course, when he came on my show and asked, hey, we're coming. We've already booked. We'll be there. I think Chris, the performer? Chris Brown is going to be there too. He heard that we're coming into town. So Chris Brown is going to do a show at Hard Rock while we're there. So I'm letting all y'all know I'm coming. Chris Brown decided to go to Hard Rock because he knew I was going to be. That's the whole reason Chris Brown is there.
Got it. Understood. Okay, good. Well, thank you for coming on and having your co-host in the background right there, and Tony as well. And I am going to invite you on for next week to promote Atlantic City as well. And they'll do the recap of this weekend's show on Monday. And hopefully,
can I give you one more big update? One more quick.
Hey, absolutely. It's your time.
Like I said before, hey, we like to always come out with something new. We came out with new rules. We come out with activities in the ring that are new. We've come out with so many new things. And like I said, I got some of the best people on the team. I got Ted. Man, Ted has come up with a new concept to broadcast the shows. Okay. And we're going to try this in Atlanta. Now, it should go smooth, but you might get hiccups when you're dealing with Wi-Fi. But this is going to make it so anybody in the country can watch the show and keep up with everything. It's going to have a person's name on the screen. We're going to have a clock that's letting you know what's going on. You're going to know what the judges pick. You're going to see the winners. All the stuff when you're watching from someone's phone that you might question, like what round is it? Who's played? Who's winning? Who's next? Sometimes you can catch it and you don't even know what category we're running.
Nice. Yeah, you're right.
Ted has put a lot of time and effort and we and a lot of expense for the both of us to get this done. So if you can't make it to Atlantic City, we want to make it so when you watch this on Three Wheel on our page, you'll feel like you're at the show. So make sure you check that out in the comments. Give Ted a shout out on this concept, because I'll say this in front of everybody. And I said in a minute, I want to thank everybody for Three Wheel that's on Three Wheel, all the board members and like tonight. I can't get none of this done without any of them. So the 19 people that's coming, the 20-some people next week, thank y'all so much. And thank y'all for letting me come on your show and talk about our stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And big shout to Ted. He was in the comments earlier. I'm not sure if he's on here still, but yeah, we love that guy too. All right, Vernon. Well, good luck. You're not going to need it. It's going to be a great show. Awesome job bringing the two communities together, which is, I've always known for Maggie Valley to be like more of a riding event. Right. Not so much for the sound competition or the light competition. So, you are bridging that gap a little bit. And I think a lot of new people are going to meet this weekend or this week. Oh, yeah. Week starting tomorrow. So thank you so much for coming on. We'll have you on again next week, so I'll send you the link for that. And now we're going to talk to David from Slingshot Roadsters.
All right, you take care.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Vernon. Good night.
Good night.
All right, so let's bring on.
Hey, Paula, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. We're excited here at Maggie for our 11th anniversary. Thanks for having us. We're excited to be on.
Yeah, of course. Well, thank you for coming. Let's talk about one of the questions that I had is how did this come up? Who made this happen with Three Wheel Showdown and Slingshot Roadsters?
Great introductory question. I love it. So ultimately, I think what you said at the end, the tail end of that, where you were talking with obviously Maggie Valley, it's our 11th anniversary this year. And so we're pretty excited about that. We consider this the GOAT. This is not just a show. This is a destination. You know, people come for the week and they come from all over. We have people coming here all over the place, even up to from Canada, the Pacific Northwest. And so ultimately, unlike the other shows, it's an actual destination. Whereas, you know, people come and we have our people that have been coming every single year for the last 10 years and now 11 years. And so with that, one of the things that our owner wanted to do, and Vernon connected with us, and it was just a great combination because of the three-wheel competition and the sound and just kind of bringing the two organizations together because we're an events company. That's what we do. And so, you know, the Slingshots in the Smokies 11th anniversary here with Slingshot Roadsters teaming up with Light the Night it was just a perfect marriage. Vernon's been involved with us for years and years and years. And I think because obviously within the, you know, the sling community, it's just a perfect marriage because ultimately you have different people that are, you know, different stages and people that, you know, want to come to the new events. And, you know, we always push all the events when I talk to people continuously, you know, all of them, whether it's, you know, any of the shows, period. And so I spent some time today with Vernon. We were talking with Scott and him and I. It was kind of, you know, he's always a great guy when it comes to information, but it's just a perfect marriage, constantly evolving with his, you know, the products and, you know, connecting the two organizations together with the Roadsters destination show here in Maggie Valley. It was just a perfect marriage.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, I saw on the website, there's 13 planned rides.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a lot of rides. I mean, it's Tuesday through Saturday. That is a lot of rides. Now, I did notice for the people that are watching that might not know, that are new to, you know, Maggie Valley, you do have to register for the rides, correct?
Correct. Yeah. And the reason for that is we want to keep, you know, we want it to be a great experience. Uniquely, what we did after our 10th anniversary, and we've done this yearly, but last year we kicked it up a notch. We want to see what the family wants. And so we took a conclusion at the end of the show, and we asked specific, you know, surveys. You know, what do you want to see with every aspect of the show here in Maggie Valley? 10 years in, we want it to be fresh. I don't want it to get stale. And so what we did is, you know, rides are important. They love the vendors, but it's the family, it's the community, it's the camaraderie. You know, you know, and that's unique. As we all know, because obviously it's a big family, you know, throughout the country. I was talking to somebody that was in outside of Seattle, Washington on the phone here probably about a week and a half ago. And that's something that this gal was telling me. She said, David, that's a reason why we come. It's just camaraderie. And then talking to people here in our formerly known as the Platinum, now the Thrill Seeker program, which is the folks that are, you know, that come and spend the whole week and they're at our, you know, our Thrill Seeker or our Platinum VIP hotel where I'm at right now broadcasting with you. It's just the time. People tell me this. We look forward to this every year. Unlike where it's you know, just a show where you might be at a hotel and it's a, you know, blacktop or a concrete, you know, this is a destination. And what we did is we did some things fresh. Like for instance, last year, Asheville, North Carolina, they obviously were hit with the hurricane and that whole area. So we put together, Vernon mentioned it himself. He was talking to us earlier about that casino. We're having a casino run. We're also doing one at the Biltmore Hotel. So we're doing things that are fresh, whitewater rafting, different things that people can, you know, that they said they would like to have. I mean, I'm a baby boomer, let's just say that. And so maybe I don't want to, you know, go racing because I used to race motocross as a kid and done a lot of different things in my life. And so the point is you know, I'm talking to someone my age and he says, man, I'm looking forward to going to X. I mean, the different rides that we offer, it was because of the family. They told us, hey, this is what we'd like to see happen. And we have a ride leader that's lived in Maggie for 21 years. Now he's in Texas, but he knows the area inside and out. His name's Gene, and he's very well known within the community. But, after the hurricane, we went back and did our due diligence and wanted to make sure every ride was open and available, for obvious reasons, for safety first and foremost, and to take home value. It's an experience, and that's what Maggie Valley is. And partnering with Vernon, with Light the Night was just a perfect marriage in heaven, no question.
No brainer, yeah.
Absolutely.
Now I saw that the packages, they're anywhere from $73 to about $1,100, $1,200, correct?
Yeah. So
they obviously include different things. Being that the event starts tomorrow, can people still purchase tonight or tomorrow when they get there?
Absolutely. But we go right up. People register right at the gate when they come in tomorrow. With the gates open at 9 a.m. for our VIPs. That's the thrill seeker folks, and that's daily, 9 a.m. every day. And then the general admission, whether it's the package that's only coming in just for the day, they can do that. It's or they can do that package as you noted, the 73. The other one is kind of a inclusive. It includes your hotel for the week. It includes some meals, great camaraderie with all the family, and so we just have a great time. We really, really do. We want this to be. I'm all about the events where people can come together and they can create great memories, and that's what this is about. Maggie Valley. I've been coming to Maggie Valley for years. I'm speaking like over 25 years. Wow. And so it's just such a beautiful destination, and particularly living in Florida.
Oh, you live in Florida?
Yeah, well, Roadsters, that's where we're headquartered at, Sarasota, Florida.
In Sarasota, okay.
Yeah.
But you yourself, you live here in Florida. I'm in Florida.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah. Actually, right now I live in Sarasota, but right now my wife has some situations, so I'm actually in Ohio. She's from Ohio. So I'm up there doing some things I got to take care of. But yeah, we'll be back down in Florida by way of Arizona. I was in Arizona to Florida, and I like warm weather. So
okay. Well, have you attended like a sound competition for Slingshot?
Of course. Yeah.
And you see how loud and how crazy it gets, right? And it's fun.
Sling Experience last year was my first year there in Houston. In H-Town, and then obviously with Vernon, obviously at his different shows. Just last year here at Maggie was my first year with Roadsters.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sure some of the people, like I said, you guys are bridging a gap, right? The riders with the not sound competitions, but the people that like more the performance slingshot side, right? Sure. And then you're bringing together the sound competitors into one show. I think you guys are going to have a great weekend, but some people that don't know each other are definitely, and that's what I said to Vernon, are definitely going to meet that would have never met before, because those two different competitors, they don't go to the same shows. The performance guys don't go to the sound competition shows, and the sound competition guys don't go to the performance shows. So I'm really excited for you guys.
Sure. And here's the thing. The fact is that, you can, and we're all about, our owner, and he loves the Slingshot community. And so with that, we want it to be really a destination. And so by having Vernon get involved with us, it just made perfect sense, because to your point, the demographics changes in business, as we all know. And so, that's why the vendors, last year, Alex from House of Sound told me, he said that was like the best show he's ever had. And it was first year he ever attended. And, ATL, I was with the ATL Slingshot. We actually were having an adult beverage with dinner tonight, me and one of the guys with me. And, it's the same situation. It's just a great venue. And I want to let everybody know, listen, Maggie Valley is in the Smoky Mountains. And if you haven't been here, and even if you have, you all know that, there could be rain, but I can tell you that generally speaking, when they forecast rain, it doesn't even rain. Like today. Right. Today's a setup day. We all flew in yesterday, and then we had our semi bring up all of our products from Florida that arrived on Saturday. But ultimately, it was beautiful today. I got a little sunburn, even living in Florida. So, but it was a great. We saw this morning the up in the mountain. We talk about the greatest
mountains. It rains.
Pardon me?
And it's the mountains. I did see some people questioning about the rain and stuff, but it's the mountains. It's going to rain a little bit and then just go away.
Absolutely. Absolutely
Now,
correct.
we have Jack Long asking what the admission for Saturday only is.
It's hard for me. The thing is you can do just a walk-in for a day. Somebody could come. Some people come just to walk around. So it's generally depending on what it is, if it's a slingshot or not. And so our pricing is listed at the Slingshot Roadsters website. But if you have just a walk-in, you're like $35. Okay, just for a walk-in, a daily rate. If it's a slingshot with the driver and a slingshot, obviously the daily rate is $49.97. And so the best value, because you can come for multiple days, as you mentioned, is like $73. And that is definitely the best value. The ones that you mentioned $1,200, that's because they were booking their hotels, meals. It's almost encompassing of the whole. It's a complete package. In addition,
all inclusive resort type thing.
That's exactly what it is. And we give them merch that's including wine bottles. I mean, it's really, really nice what Roadsters we put together for that. When I came here, I'm like, man, that's pretty cool. I've done with a lot of companies in the past, and I can tell you that I've not seen anybody do what Slingshot Roadsters does for the people. And it's all about take home value. We want them to have it's not just going to a show. It's about an experience and the take home within that experience. You're always going to have people say about the rain. That's the number one. And I'm fielding calls today. But as you said,
we live in Florida. It like rains here, but then across the street, it's completely dry. So it's fine.
or 10 minutes after you get that downpour, it's sunny and back to humidity. And I lived in Arizona prior to Florida. And so I can tell you, I had to have a chiller put on my pool. So in Florida, it's like cool to me. I don't care if it's humid, but when it's 115, it's hot. And so coming to Maggie and it's 65 degrees and a little drizzle, maybe in the morning or sometime, and it's actually like great because for me, I love it. And we're going to keep everybody safe. Just know that with these rides. I mean, that's very, very important. We have, Gene takes care of he's in charge of all of our ride leaders. They're all volunteers, and it's extremely organized. We keep it. I think you asked a question a little bit ago. We want to keep it to 30 because we want it to be an experience. I mean, you start getting 100 people, 60 people, whatever, in the mountains, it's a little different. And we don't want anybody being left behind. We don't want anybody getting, a bad experience. We want it to be great for them. And so we asked the guests last year, what would you like to see? And believe it or not, it was capped at 30. Most people said 25 would be great. And we might have that same ride multiple times throughout the week, just so everybody gets an opportunity. Because if you want to go on a ride, you're going to go on a ride. I promise you that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's 13 like scheduled rides, but then there's so many other activities. One that like really caught my eye because I know Dave from DDM, he's a performance guy. Sure. And I'm not sure, was it on Saturday? I believe there's autocross competition. Yes, and I did see the limited spots, and that sounds super, super fun.
It is really cool. We do it at Ghost Town, which is down the street from the fairgrounds. And they come in and they sponsor that. And it is just people love it. We just had today, I think we had another half a dozen more people just registered like within the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
Because you obviously pre-register them, but they come here, they want to do it. We're going to let them do it. It's cool. You get to go around and there's, really, really cool, kind of track how it's set up, and with the, I'm a big race guy. I love racing. And so with that, I mean, if you want to do that, that's your thing. It's a lot of fun. It's very unique. And Maggie is a great, I can't stress this enough. It's the greatest period. I mean, I'm just telling you that. And we talk about goats, literally up in the mountains. There is a rock, probably it looks like about 5,000 feet up. And there's goats on that rock. You can see them most of the day. I'm serious, Paula. It is cool as all cool. Last year I came, I thought somebody was smoking the devil's lettuce telling me this. And I look up, I said, yeah, there's goats. And there's a white goat, which is of all things. It's really, really cool.
That's awesome.
So you don't see that in Florida.
No, nope, not at all. No, we see gators.
This morning we actually saw we were at breakfast and we saw elk. There was 3 elk, literally, like right outside the restaurant. And we're all sitting, everybody with roadsters are there, and there was a couple other people from the other vendors that were having breakfast, and we're like, wow, that is really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, the only mountains that we have here in Florida are like the trash mountains. That's it.
Yeah, no question about it. Yeah, I mean, I've lived in Central Florida, I lived in Boca, and now Sarasota, so I've been all over Florida living.
Okay. Well, David, this sounds like a really, really fun event. I hate that I'm missing it this year. But I do think I'm going to add it to my calendar for next year. This sounds really, really fun. We have Sling Mafia magazine is actually driving up with someone else, and I wish I could jump in that truck, but I cannot this year.
Yeah, one of our guys, Joaquin, was telling me coming up, definitely this. I think it's Saturday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Saturday. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, we're excited about it. We hope to have you. We'd love to have you. We like everybody, and I appreciate the time you getting on with us, and I appreciate the partnership with Vernon. It's just been a great opportunity, and we're looking nothing. We're going to make this fresh continuously, so it's not going to get people that come for 10 years. They say, well, if we did the same thing, we'd still come because they love the destination and the family getting together. It's just
one more question that I have for you, actually, just because I've never been. And a lot of the shows do this, but I don't know if you guys do. Do you accept like personal tents to be set up? Because I know it's like the fairgrounds. So can people set up their personal tents as long as they're secured? Is there a fee for that? To prevent.
Yeah, inside the fairgrounds, it's kind of difficult to do that. We have the slings come in, obviously, with all the vendors, but you have to do that outside. Most of the folks will say, like at our Thrill Seekers, there's a creek that literally runs behind the lodge that I'm staying in, where we all are at, and we have bonfires back there, and that's where that goes on. Those are at nighttime where everybody's having their fun and their adult beverages. We just have a great time. But as far as in the fairgrounds, you have to understand it's a destination, and the town of Maggie Valley has rules, and we have to abide by those as roasters. And so there's some things that we can't do, but there's plenty of room. Like if you're at the fairgrounds, to the left of the fairgrounds, there's a good portion of grass, and a lot of people go over there and hang out and do their thing. But on the fairgrounds themselves, which is gated, it's a little more police when it comes to the town, not us, but ultimately we want to keep it, and we're very, very picky with the fairgrounds. We treat it as our own property, if you will. And so yes, candidly, I mean, everybody's great about it. They really, really are. But it's cool to come back and go out back with people when they're having a beer or a cocktail or a glass of vino, and they're sitting around the creek and they got a bonfire going on. Last year when I said, man, that's
awesome.
And I'm a 440, 445 guy. And I'm 60, so I've been doing that since I was probably 16 years old. Haven't set an alarm clock, wake up. Well, I was out there till about 1:15 the one night last year, and I'm rolling at 445, 450. So needless to say, that's but it's I didn't even notice it. We had so much fun, and our folks that are here and the family are here, and they're just having a great time, Paula. It was fantastic, and that's what it's about. But the fairgrounds themselves, it's more difficult to put a tent on the actual property. I want to mention we also have every year our Roadsters, our owner, he wants to have and give back. Vernon talked about giving back. We're all about giving back. Last year we had a canine group that was actually headed and headquartered in Myrtle Beach. This year we have Savannah Strong, which has been back obviously here. They've been in the past one of our, but every year we as an organization, we have some type of nonprofit in Maggie that we want to support. Again, last year it was with veterans that were training canine dogs for either they were military and or they were with law enforcement that needed to have some type of support. And this year we're having Savannah Strong. I was with them today, and so that's Roadsters is all about one thing. It's not a profit model. What it's designed to do, it's designed to bring the family together and people to have a phenomenal time and giving back. That's what we want to do at Roadsters. That's what it's all about. That's what I'm all about, and I know that's what our ownership's definitely all about.
And Savannah Strong it's a great cause.
Absolutely.
They also have their event too, and
Indianapolis, absolutely. And the crazy thing is they're from a town called Avon outside of Indianapolis. And in my past life, I've had offices all over the country. And so I have some very good friends that actually literally the same town. It's pretty crazy.
Okay. Wow. Well, any last thing that you want to say, something you're the most excited about, for the people that are watching us on here?
Absolutely. If you haven't been to Maggie, you got to get to Maggie, folks. And don't listen to the weather reports, whether it's tomorrow and this week or in the future. If you come, we'd love to have you. Just know one thing. It will be I just did something recently. I have a 9-year-old grandson and a 5-year-old granddaughter. I did something with them. That memory for me is a lifetime for me. It's the same thing with Maggie. I'm not saying because your grandkids and your kids or whatever the case is, but I'm saying the memories you create. That's what Maggie Valley is all about. And that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to create a memory. It's a destination. It's not just going to a hotel parking lot. That's why people ask us, and I'm going to be very transparent. People ask, why do you guys charge X? Because you have no idea the expense that we incur just to have the fairgrounds. This is a matter of fact, the fairgrounds that we're going to be at, Kid Rock, and I forget the other, it's a very famous band, I'm trying to remember, that's going to be here at the fairgrounds in October. We have such an impact on the town of Maggie Valley in this area, in Waynesville, which is right down Rainsford, right down the street financially, particularly after the hurricane. People were reaching out to us and asking us, are you still going to go Maggie because the hurricane? Well, our ownership and our team got together. We said, absolutely, we want to support this area. So folks, I would ask you, and I implore everybody, you're helping Americans and we're helping people, because the impact of that hurricane last year, it's all about giving back. When we give, we feel good, you will receive. And this community is all about, that's what's exciting for me. You know, I don't want to ride a 2-wheel anymore. I like the 3 because I can't, I'm 60 years old. It's difficult for me. That's just me. Not that I can't, but I enjoy. Yeah. And so giving back, and that's what I want to, everybody, that's the last thing I want to say. Giving back and just making an impact. And if you want to do that, we'd love to have you. Anything we could do, you can go to slingshotroadsters.com, slingshotroadsters.com. We update, and in the past, we've done a plethora of different shows that we actually had, and based off what happens in the future. But this is something that, this is the 11th annual, and we consider and looking forward to the 12th and the 3rd and every year after. But if you haven't been to Maggie, folks, I just encourage you to go to Slingshot Roadsters. If you're within 300 miles, you can get here. We open tomorrow's gates at 9 a.m. If you can only come, we have people coming just Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Some people are coming Friday, Saturday. Make the trip. I promise you, it's well worth it. Okay.
Well, I won't miss it next year, and I won't take up much more of your night. I know you guys have a busy week. Thank you so much for coming on. And the guys, TJ and Rob, will be recapping the sound competition on Monday. So make sure to tune in. Absolutely. And, follow and subscribe too.
Absolutely. Paula, thanks for having us. We appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. Thank you, David.
Absolutely. Have a good day. Appreciate y'all.
Good night.
Thank you to our 2025 sponsors. The weight belt sponsor, House of Sound Car Audio. The lightweight sponsor, the 12-volt specialists. The welterweight sponsor, Gator Express Mobile Cigar Lounge. A middleweight sponsor, Underground Auto Styling. The heavyweight sponsor, Big Sim Designs. The extreme sponsor, Hot Slings. And a special shout out to all of our heavyweight and below sponsors.
Yo,
what up, man?
We had to ad-lib. I had to ad-lib. Otherwise, it would have been an empty chair when the commercial ended. I was like, "What is?"
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants.
I had to ad-lib. I'm like, the commercial's running. The chair is empty. The next segment is supposed to be going. So how about before we do the next segment, we revisit a first-time guest that was invited to the show that we were not able to have on when we were recapping.
Yeah, let's do that.
Middleweight. So let's bring Kels to the stage. What's up there, sir?
How you doing, buddies? How y'all doing, man? Nice to meet everybody.
I'm not doing as good as you, man, because I don't have a middleweight belt yet this year, man. So I'm not doing as good as you.
Oh man, hey, I was just blessed, man. It was something. I wasn't even gonna do the show. I was talked into doing it. I literally just picked the bike up Friday evening, came to Myrtle from Florence, played it, ran it hot. So I wasn't going to play it Saturday, and I was talked into it. So it was a good time, man. I just like being around the competitors. Glad I had something that was reputable. We'll see how it goes the rest of the summer.
Man, so I'm going to tell you, man, that bike caught me by surprise. I was sending Rob messages. I was like, yo, whose bike is that? Like, who is that? How does it sound? And he was like, yo,
So right before they announced that you won, I was texting TJ and I said, "This gold bike with the eyeballs." And it was because of the way it looked. It was because of the way it sounded.
Right.
Yeah.
I was surprised, man. I was very surprised. It's like, wow, this thing sounds really good. And then 25, 30 seconds later, they announced that you had won. And I was like, I'm not surprised, man. It sounds good. It sounds good.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, we were going for something different. I know it looks different from everybody's and not a lot of speakers, but it did. It came out great, man. It's been a long time coming. Yeah, I was surprised too. You know, I was like, when I you know, everybody has these such big names, big bikes, big sound, and you figure being a first time competitor in the ring, not knowing what it's gonna do, you know, I didn't think, you know what I'm saying, I had enough. You know what I'm saying? So
I was standing behind you as you drove past me to go in the ring, and
yeah,
somebody asked you as you were pulling in, "What's the name of your bike?"
Yeah.
And you turned back and you said, "I don't know."
Right.
So
yeah. So
you got to come up with something now.
Yeah, we just gonna go. I'm gonna call it gold dust from now on. That's what I'm gonna go get me a sticker and put gold dust on it.
Gold dust. And I like it. I like it. Gold dust.
So LJ was saying in the comments earlier, you picked the bike up the day before the show?
Day before Friday. Picked it up Friday.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
No playtime, none.
No, that's why I was just wanting to do some. I just wanted to get in the parking lot and kind of play with it, learn it. Like you say, I played it a little bit Friday night, a little too hard, and my amps got hot and it shut off. So I was like, no, let me just not do anything. And LJ was like, you gotta try it. And I was like, whatever, I'll do it. Whatever. It's just that's $40, whatever. Let's see what it'll do. That's what I bought it to see what it'll do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was a great time, man. Great show. Met some great guys. Finally got to meet Game Changer. Been following you guys, man. Like, love that bike, man. The color scheme, awesome. Sound magnificent. A lot of great guys. Bumblebee's one of my guys. I've been knowing him over the years. Great sounding bike. Yeah, a lot of you guys, man. I was scared going up against Cozy. I was like, oh, I ain't got a chance.
Right? Yeah.
Like, man, I'm number 9. I'm like, well, at least I only got to play against one. But I'm like, man, why him?
You knew whoever it was going to be a beast because you were at the end.
Yeah. So I was like, the odds are in my favor, but man, why him?
Well, tell us about the build, man. Because like I said, it came out of nowhere for me. So how long have you wanted to compete, and then how long did the build take?
So the bike's been down a little over 2 years. Like I wanted to compete 2 years ago, but it was kind of like the rules kept changing. Then I kind of got out of it. I started a business, so I kind of put the bike on the back burner. So this year, coming into this summer, like, nah, I want the bike back whether we compete or not. And KB Custom is the guy out of Florence. He's a Harley guy. First slingshot he's ever done. This was, so it was, and that was, him trying to figure out what to do because he had never done one, wanted to do one. That's kind of how we came, our union came. I saw some of his bikes and was like, man, I want that sound. So it sort of got that motorcycle feel to it, the way it's built. So, but yeah, it's been 2 years watching you guys go in there and do your thing, man. Just like, man, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it done. So he got it done for me, man. And he put some time in. We were literally, when I went to pick it up Friday, he was still putting speakers and wiring. Like, he just kind of threw a tune in it for me to go to Myrtle Beach. I got to actually take it back because that was like a quick tune, just something for me to go up there and play with it. Like we wasn't thinking about competing at the time. Like, man, go up there, play with it, see what it'll do. send it. If we hurt something, we'll come back to the drawing board and figure it out. Luckily, I didn't hurt anything, but yeah, I'm gonna go back and we'll retune it. We got to get those subs warmed up. So everything is fresh.
You do have a different type of setup on yours, like you had mentioned earlier.
Right.
You have that crossbar from like headrest to headrest. What is actually in there? Those are 8s?
Yeah. 8 8s. 4 in the front, 4 in the back.
Okay, and then do you have something in the headrest? Like, is there something like?
No, they're just speaker covers. No, we like I say, we didn't even get a chance to play them all.
Like there might have been 6.5s or something.
Yeah, they used to be 6. Yeah, before we did, there were 6.5s in the headrest. Like I had 6.5s all through the bike before.
Okay.
Nice. So what do you have a list of shows that you're trying to attend? Because I know the middleweights want to see that like the ones that were in the UFC.
Well, I'm right now. I really didn't. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really didn't, but I'm from Virginia, so I always go to Virginia. Okay. So I'll be in Virginia. I gotta look and put some more on my list. But yeah, I really like Myrtle Beach was kind of. I wasn't even like I had booked my room, but I didn't think the bike was gonna be ready, so I thought I was just gonna be in Myrtle Beach with no bike. But yeah, like I said, Keith made it happen for me. So right now, Virginia, and I gotta look to see where else. I do want to go to Atlanta. I just got to see when their shows are.
When you say Virginia, you're talking about Three Wheel Showdown Portsmouth?
Yeah, I'll be there. Nice. Yeah, I'm from Norfolk. I grew up in Virginia, so that's like going to. It's like going to visit my parents. So I'll definitely make a weekend out of that. But yeah, and I'm gonna get. I know everybody want to see it again. So yeah, we'll get it out there.
You got a middleweight in the comments that said he need to come to Memphis.
Tell him meet me halfway.
There you go.
Yeah, but now you know what? Anything. I mean, if I can get a couple buddies that we'll ride. I think one of my guys do want to go to Memphis, so that's not that far from. I'm from Charlotte, so it's not that far. I got a trailer. We can put in the trailer and get to it.
Speaking of Charlotte, are you the president of Queen City Slingshots?
Yeah, I'm the president. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Yeah, we've been around since 2019. Good group of guys, man. I don't know if you were there. They all congratulated. They were all standing behind.
Oh yeah. You definitely had a posse with you if you were.
Yeah, them my guys. Them my brothers right there. Yeah.
He had the crew with him.
Oh yeah. We all won that day.
That's cool.
Yeah. And now they want it in Kentucky too. Big Sim just said, bring it to Kentucky. Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, you are.
Send me an invite. We can make it happen.
There you go.
We can make it happen.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
I know a lot of people were surprised. I heard a few comments like he's in the wrong class. Should have been in a lower class, but I get it. It doesn't look like the normal bikes with all the speakers and everywhere. We just kind of he just came up with an idea. More was going to be better, so I just kind of trusted the process.
Yeah.
You have a different setup, like your boxes that are on the sides. You have a different setup, and
yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure exactly what's in those boxes, but I mean, what is there?
There's three 10-inch mid base on each side.
Damn. Okay, that's nice. All right, so look, this is the part of I'm glad we're doing this because this is the part where we ask the competitors to shout out their brands, because we do a thing where we track the brands that are in the winner circle of speakers, subs, amps, batteries, etc. And then we track that throughout the year. So what brand speaker? It looked like DS18s.
DS18s. Yeah,
okay.
DS18s are the 8s. The subs are hand built, KB custom hand built, mid bass subs. Okay. The amps are. Hold on, I can tell you. Sound.
You only got the bike Friday, TJ. Come on now.
Right, exactly. Hold on.
Slow down.
What sound cube amps?
Okay.
Yeah, sound cube amps. Yeah. DS18 Bluetooth controller. So I'm not even using the radio. Sort of like you said, set up just like a motorcycle.
Yeah, going straight through your DSP.
Straight through the DSP. Yep.
What kind of tweeters you got on there?
DS18.
DS18. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to DS18.
Yeah, DS18. Yeah, that's a
DS18, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I was.
What kind of battery you got in there?
Yep.
Limitless.
Look, we're gonna learn it together. Limitless Retro 56.
Okay.
2 of them.
Got it.
Two
And then,
of them back, 2 big boys.
And then go ahead and shout out your builder and your tuner.
Yeah, Keith, Baby Legs Barker, Florence, South Carolina. He's the builder tuner. He does it all. One man shop. He has some family. He has some good guys. Another guy, Michael Hunt, actually helped build the bike as well.
For his first slingshot to come
Yeah.
out like that.
Oh, Baby Legs. So, Baby Legs, Ted has some KBs on his fender.
Yeah.
I think he got some 8-inch KBs on his fender pods. And then I want to say that Brad put some KBs on Shelly's slingshot too. Some 6.
Yeah. And I was getting a little upset because I kept seeing him post the slings. I'm like, man, where's mine? He was like, don't worry. They ain't got nothing on you. So.
Yep. You got people in the comments. Congrats, Kales. Queen City did it. That's Smoke QC 249.
Oh yeah, what's up, Smoke? That's my guy, Queen City, Charlotte.
And then D-Nice just said Florence, South Carolina. Okay.
Oh yeah. Nice. I'm representing everything.
Yeah, man. Well, congratulations, man. That's a heck of a coming out party, man. So
man. I ain't gonna lie, it was a good feeling, and I'm saying that's the first one, so hopefully I get a couple more. But man, it's nothing like that first one. I mean, it felt really good. Even the surprise, like even when I played, I thought I played pretty good, but I mean, Cozy's such a big name in the game. It was like, there's no way, I was just honored to be there. You know what I'm saying? So, now I'm gonna get my feet wet a little more. Hopefully,
I like to hear that.
The King of the Hill. I like the King, but I like doing the other way too, head to heads.
Brackets.
You know what I'm saying? But whatever comes, it's all fun for me. It ain't too serious, win or lose. It's not like we got $1 million on the line. It'd be a little different if it was a little more money in the game. But to meet you guys, I like the community. Like all the competitors are real cool. So yeah, I just want to meet as many cool guys as I can. Glad you guys love the bike. Like I say, there'll be a few more changes because, like I say, we're just trying to figure out how to get the best sound out of it. Like I said, I gotta take it back to get it tuned, really tuned, where you can actually spend some time with it. Like it's really, it was like a 10-15 minute tune, and we put it in a trailer. He was like, "Go see what it does." Yeah,
well, it did. How about that? It did.
it did the damn thing.
It did. Well, hey man, congrats to you, man. Congrats to Baby Legs. Welcome to the welcome to the Slingshot community. You've been doing this.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to be here, man. I know long time coming. I'm just glad to be accepted. Glad you guys had me on, man. Big shout outs to you guys, man. And yeah, definitely glad I was able to represent.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
We appreciate you coming on.
Hey, get them. You're the president, man. Get them Queen City Slings to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, man.
Oh, no doubt, man. We all
get back on a couple times this season. So.
Oh, bet no doubt. I definitely gonna get everybody subscribed.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you, man. Good luck, and
hopefully we can bring you back again.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Just anytime. Let me know.
Well, you gotta win. You gotta win to be on the show. You gotta win.
There it is, and I definitely be back.
Yeah. I don't know about it. Hey, look, he might have to reach out to Lunatic. He might need to send a video. I was looking at the interior. He got the e-brake handle. He got the Gold Dust is a perfect name for that thing when you look at it. So
I got you.
Yeah, I do need to find somebody to make me a little symbol or something for it. So I'm gonna be looking.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
it's called Gold Dust, right?
Yeah.
Gold Dust. Okay.
Yeah.
What's official? You're going to go on the standings under Gold Dust now, so you can't.
That's it. That's what we'll do with that. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. That's the name. Now I got a name now.
Yes,
there you
sir.
go.
Hey, we appreciate it, man.
Thank you, man. Y'all have a good night.
All right, be blessed, bro.
All right.
Man.
Yeah, good dude, man. All around good dude. He was very humble to even be in that ring and get that experience, and obviously winning just was icing on the cake. I didn't realize he had just got that Friday and played it for the first time. I didn't know none of that. So
yeah, I didn't. I read LJ's comments and I was like, wow. D-Nice said I need to see Baby Legs at a Slingshot show. Facts. Maybe we can get him to SOS Gotham City. That show is indoors, slingshots and baggers. SOS. Let me write that down. SOS Gotham City. Go ahead and post them dates there, D-Nice.
All right. Hey, we need more info, D-Nice.
Yeah, we need more info. So, all right, let's pull these standings. You might need to reach out to your boy because Lunatic can't get a hold of him. All right, let's see. Featherweight standings. Like I alluded to earlier, Lime Squeeze shoots up the standings and is now in first place at 7-3. Phoenix in second at 6-1. The Rising in third at 6-2. Paradise in fourth at 5-1. Why Not in fifth at 2-0. And Remedy, Wizard, Wanza, Cruella, and Bones round out the top 10. Hey, that top four, hey, that's a show away from rotating again.
Right? Yeah.
Featherweight is going to be competitive. Lightweight standings. The Thing still sits up top at number 1 at 7-0. Game Changer in second at 5-0. Danger in third at 3-0. Lime Squeeze in fourth at 3-2. Sapphire in fifth at 2-3. And then Black Panther, Phoenix, Gale Force, Texas, and The Rising round out your top 10. Welterweight. This is the other one I was talking about. When one of us made it pretty hard to catch, unless there's a couple more of those King of the Hills coming up. Game Changer in first place at 15-2. Thriller in second place at 7-2. Lemon Crush in third at 6-2. Lil Pun in fourth at 5-0. Lemon Drop, the real Lemon Drop, or the Lemon Drop, or however I need to say it. Lemon Drop, hashtag Jack, what hashtag Daddy Drop. In fifth at 4-0. Dragon, Sunshine, Maniac, Blue 2, and Seven Skies round out your top 10. Middleweight, Black Mamba. She might have only gone 1-1, but that one was enough to jump her back into first place. So Black Mamba in first at 12-2. Snow in second at 12-4. Black Sheep jumps up to third at 5-4. Bumblebee in fourth at 4-4. Game Changer in fifth. Game Changer in fifth in middleweight at 4.
What's he doing up in middleweight?
Man, he better go back where he belongs. Pandemic,
yeah,
DTP,
in lightweight.
BMF, Mad Max name round out the top 10. Heavyweight, Ballin still sits up top at 8-1. Snow in second at 6-4. Sunshine played by Moet in third at 3-1. Shadow at 3-1 in fourth place. Black Mamba at 3-4 in fifth place. And then DTP, Black Sheep, Bumblebee, Mad Max played by Elvin. And Game Over round out your top 10. Extreme, no movement in Extreme. Game Over still sits up at the top. And your top 20. Game Changer sitting in first place at 24-6. Snow 18-8. Black Mamba at 15-6. And Lime Squeeze at 10-5. So those are your first 4 slingshots in the nation to double-digit wins this season. Congratulations to them. That is out of this is the top 20 out of 112 total competitors. So again, we'll go back. Extreme, you've got 8 total competitors. Heavyweight, 26 total. Middleweight, 42 total competitors so far. Welterweight, let me make my screen bigger. I'm on this hotel room laptop. Welterweight, 32 competitors. Lightweight, 25 competitors. And featherweight, 27 competitors. So congratulations to everybody in the top 10, setting up for a really interesting playoffs and national championship. So, why is DTP making why is DTP making the face? Is that because Is that because Game Changers in the middleweight standings? What we got going?
I don't know.
Yeah, lime squeeze been showing out this year. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. You said her thing was locked in this weekend.
I'm telling you, it was on another level. It was on another level for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, where we at? Let me see. I see movement in the green room. All right, let's.
You ask and I shall deliver.
Yes, indeed. See, lunatic. I told you all you had to do was ask his bestie to give him a ring. You know,
bestie.
When bestie, you know, when you're saved in favorites, the notification goes through even when you got it on D&D. So you got to ask one of the favorites to message him. You on mute, lunatic.
This thing coming up, man.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was over here opening a whole bunch of Amazon packages, feeling like it's Christmas. So,
see, I'm out of town.
Yeah.
While the cat's away, the mice will play.
All that shit to be delivered while you was gone.
Yeah, while the cat's away, the mice will play. Who's gonna make it to Killer Row to battle some baggers? Did D-Nice put dates in the thing yet?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, he said September 12th and 13th, Rockin' Mountain, North Carolina. First indoor sound competition.
Hey.
In September, though. We got something else going on at that same time.
Really? In September?
Let me see. We sure do.
All right, we'll talk about that offline because we don't like to clash dates on live. So, all right, you ready for this?
Yeah, come on. Let's go ahead. You know how I do. I like to talk about the rules. I'm a rule.
Oh, I'm running it for you. We acting like you ain't got admin rights again. So this is a continuation of last week.
Don't worry about it. So here we go again. I always like to talk about the rules, and this is the build of the week criteria. So if you want to be the build of the week, or you notice somebody out there that you feel like should be build of the week, this is the criteria. It's pretty simple. Get your videos in, get your information in to one of us, preferably to me, but you can also message Slingshot Soundspot on Facebook Messenger, and I'll be able to see it anyways because I do have the rights to see all the messages, right, TJ?
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. So let's go right into it and let's watch our build of the week video. What's up? What's up? You got to come up on the screen. Unmute yourself. How you doing?
Can't hear you.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I can't hear you.
Are you on two devices?
Hey, have him go back out and come back in. Well, he can't hear us, right? So we can't. Rob, hit him up.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, Rob. And tell him go back out, come back in, and when he comes back in, don't have that sweatshirt on. Should we hold it? You want to hold it down while? Man, I'm gonna need you to start telling these people about these dress codes, man. Like, look, man.
People can wear what they want to wear.
Look. We can't do that. All right, let's see if he's good.
Are you
Can
good
you hear us now?
I'm good now.
All right.
I'm gonna leave before somebody screenshots me on screen with Philadelphia.
He said the reason why is because you wearing that sweatshirt.
We're gonna start off with this.
So rude. So, okay, tell us your slingshot name. Oh.
Are we good?
Yep, you should be good now.
All right. The slingshot's name is La Corteja.
Okay, and that means
In Spanish, to translate for my side bitch.
I know that's right. And that thing pretty too. I love your wheels. So talk to us about the concept of your build. How'd you come up with the design and the colors? Because you said you don't have a builder. So
I just, I used to be a graffiti artist, so that's where I came up with the colors. I've always been into hooking up cars and motorcycles. So I just took that, and put it to the slingshot, see what I come up with.
okay. So you designed everything, you built your sling and
100%. The only thing that obviously I didn't do with it, Jack from UAS did the stretch for me. A friend of mine, he works on movie sets, and I asked him to do the body kit for me.
Oh, nice.
And we just went from there.
Okay.
So I've been involved with every little step of it, from the design to every color, the way that kit came out, everything. I've done everything with it.
Okay. And I see, do you have the floor drops in there?
I don't have the floor drops in there. I actually have a carpet that was made the same exact design as everything else. And I have that installed on the flooring.
Yeah, it looks nice. I saw the little glimpse of it from the video and I was like, "Ooh, I want to see that." But I don't remember seeing that in person. I guess I didn't pay that much.
Nah, it was. I just recently put that in.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, "Ooh, I like that." Okay.
Yeah,
So are you planning on making any more changes to it or doing anything special?
I'm kind of contemplating on the off season, see if I just take it, rebuild it all over again, start off fresh. I've been thinking about getting into the sound competition, haven't really got into it. I mean, the bike sounds decent, but I mean, I'm not competitive wise. I've done everything myself, so it's not, no shop did it. So
what class you thinking about going to, if you don't mind sharing?
Not sure just yet.
Okay.
I'm hoping to get a sponsor. So anybody want to sponsor me, hey.
Team UAS might need to sponsor you. That would sound like to me, right?
Hey, listen, I'll take whatever right now.
Okay, all right. So when you started to do your build, since you did everything on your own, is there anybody in the community that inspired you to design anything in any specific way on your slingshot?
I mean, I've always been into, like I said, cars and motorcycles. I got a really nice bike. I still have it. And then I started going to Miami. I seen a lot of slingshots, and at first, I didn't like them. I thought they were stupid and ugly. But that was the first couple of years. Nobody was, doing anything with them. And then I just started looking at it. I said, you know what, I could probably make something out of it, and just started going on my own.
Okay, nice.
I don't like, I like clean, simple and clean. I don't like a lot of distraction on it. So it just has to have my touch on it.
Well, it's very clean and nice, but still beautiful. Like, it's very eye-catching, especially your wheels. I love your wheels and all the colors together. Like, I was curious, like, how did he come up with those colors? I love them.
It's funny that you say that. when I was getting it stretched, the bike was similar to what it is now as a 2-seater. And when I dropped it off to Jack actually, he said, "What are you doing with these colors? They don't even match together."
They look good.
So you know, a lot of people, they look at the colors and they're like, they don't go together. But once you put them together, again, I'm a graffiti artist at heart, so that's where I got the concept from.
Okay, yeah, it looked good to me. You know, to each his own. So, where are we gonna see you at next? What show are you gonna be at?
3-Wheel Showdown, Atlantic City.
Okay, maybe do a little bit of parking lot pimping, maybe.
Not really. I just like to chill. Yeah, to get in the ring, I'm a little nervous for it. So you know, but like again, I don't have enough I have enough speakers in there. Just it doesn't sound good enough to be competing with everybody. I know what people have. You know, I know my lane.
Okay. Well, I'm being told that you're being modest. So what's up with the wall art?
The what?
The wall art.
Wall art?
Yeah. That's what he said. Mid-South Slingshot. What's up with the wall art?
I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, I do a lot of wall art. You know, I'm graffiti, but that's you know, that's all I do.
Okay, well, you heard it. He's saying he don't know what you're talking about. So you still being modest. Okay. Okay. You see that comment right there?
I see it.
No comments?
Oh, he's talking about my 2-wheel. I got a Hayabusa. It's pretty sick.
Nice.
Yeah. That's where, you know, like I said, I originally come from, you know, cars and motorcycles, and, you know, my motorcycle is really, really nice. I don't know, I got probably about 85 to 90 first place trophies.
Ooh, nice.
It's retired now, but you know.
Well, maybe you should share pictures with us one day.
Sure, I'll do it.
So
I mean,
is the color similar to your sling or completely different?
It's actually it's airbrushed with the Puerto Rican flag over top of it, and I got a bunch of murals all over it. Single side 330 on the back. Pretty sick bike.
Nice, nice. Okay. So any advice for anybody in the community, you know, old or new, coming in, that they want to get a slingshot or, you know, revamp their sling? Any advice to give them if they're not going to have a builder and they're, you know, doing it themselves?
Do a lot of research. I went through a couple things numerous times because I didn't do research, you know, again, doing it by myself. So do a lot of research before you start buying things, because you're starting to buy things and throwing it away and starting all over.
Yeah.
And then do it for you. Don't worry about what anybody else is saying. Just do it for what you like.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate you joining us. I know it was kind of later than usual, so thanks for hanging in there. And we look forward to seeing you at the next show and see what you come out with on your slingshot if you decide to do a whole revamp. Maybe you should just
appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Cute. Just whatever, Robert.
But, yo, that thing. I got to see a picture of your bike now. I didn't know you had a Busa.
Yeah,
you never showed me a picture of the Busa. I got to see that.
Yeah, I got a pretty sick one. It's pretty sick.
Yeah,
it's actually. I
know it's clean.
Listen, it actually is more eye catching than my slingshot.
Oh, wow. Definitely need to see it.
Definitely got to see it now.
Yeah.
Post that in the Slingshot Sound Squad page. Just throw a picture up of the bike. I want to see it.
Hey, or send a video of it and we'll add it to the end of the Build of the Week video before we post it to YouTube.
Yeah, right.
I actually got a video of it. I haven't rode it for 6 years. It's actually hanging in my garage, like literally hanging from the ceiling.
That's what Rod was talking about when he said on the wall, the bike on the wall.
Yeah, it's literally hanging from the ceiling. So I'll send you a video of it. I'm doing some work to it right now too. I'm planning on bringing it back out this year, hopefully.
Nice.
If I do it, I'll bring it to one of the shows.
Nice.
I loved your answers on what advice you would give to people. I think the most common answer we've gotten this year was do your research, because people that have these, top of the line slingshots, they've went and done things 2, 3, 4 times, thrown parts away, thrown pieces away.
It's not cheap. It's not cheap.
No. These things, nothing for these things is cheap. You can buy a little part this big and it ain't cheap.
Yeah. Like my body kit is, all one off. So it was a lot of time and a lot of money invested into doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I love it. And, again, thank you for joining us. And, you are the last build of the week for the month of May. So to everybody out there, the poll will be open tomorrow for the build of the month, and it'll run until our next show on Monday until 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So get out there and vote. Vote for who you
make
think.
sure you vote. Make sure everybody gets out there and votes on the slingshot they think should be build of the month.
Yeah, I ain't giving away no free speakers or nothing like that to vote for me, but
I know that.
Yeah.
Oh, you muted, Paula.
If you win for this month, right, and Lunatic, he gets entered into the build of the year, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. And then they get whoever. Well, you go ahead and tell that.
Go ahead. You get entered into, the drawing or, the runnings to be build of the year, to be recognized at the show in Miami. So
which I'll definitely be there.
Yeah.
I know. Yay. I can't wait.
Yes.
November 6th through the 9th. By the way, a lot of
the only show that my wife always says she's going to that one.
Yes. Your wife had a great time last year. I know you did. Yeah.
Well, and not only do you get, like special recognition for being build of the week, but you also get a feature in Sling Mafia magazine.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I don't have my shirt on right now, but I do have a champion shirt on.
He couldn't remove Lewis, but he removed himself. So that was
I didn't want to be rude to the guest. Oh wait, don't put me down next to him. No, hold on.
One of us got to go.
Ted said, "Leave that hoodie at home."
Exactly.
He's spoken like a true Dallas fan. I can tell you that.
Oh man.
No, man. We appreciate you coming on. That's one of my favorite builds out there, and it's across the country, bro. That thing is so clean. I almost I cringed a little bit when you said you were going to redo it, but just knowing you and knowing your taste, if there's anybody that said that they were going to redo a sling that already looked as good as that one, and I knew that it was the next one, the sequel would be better. It would be you. So man, that's
much appreciated.
Yeah.
The colors just match so perfectly.
Yeah, are you going to go with Are you going to go with the same color scheme if you redo it, or are you talking about something completely
different?
Yeah.
You might need to take the sling down there.
That's if I do it. I'm not 100% certain yet.
No,
but
don't do it.
I didn't really know that you were like that you did graffiti like that too, which is cool. I didn't know that about you either, that you really liked graffiti, and you could see the artist in you come through on that bike. You know what I mean? Now knowing you come from like that graffiti artist background, it definitely, I'm like, that's it. It's exactly. You could see it. It comes through on the bike.
Yeah.
You're my bestie and you didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
He's taking you off the favorites. No more D&D.
Nah, thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, all love, babe. All love.
Yes, sir. Well, look, man, we appreciate you. Good luck on the build of the week. This is the last one of the month, right? So this is so. What are the four? You want to recap it, or should I not put you on the spot, Lunatic? Can you recap the four that are going to be up for the build of the month?
Battle Red. You got Juicy, Tada, and now him.
Ooh, this is gonna be.
It's gonna be a lineup. It's a lineup.
Wow, that's gonna be a good one.
All these builds of the weeks are all great bikes, so it's always gonna be a shootout.
Yeah, when I was in Houston, I really liked that Battle Red. That was really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice build.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one. Well, good luck to you, brother. And we'll see you again soon.
So wait,
appreciate it.
hold on,
Right.
Lewis, or Gizmo, you got to make sure that you share this live, or at least this portion of the live, so that people that don't know about Slingshot Soundspot can vote for you, and get them to subscribe and like the page, and get them to vote.
We'll do.
Get this to your people, is what she's saying. Get this to your people. Make us big and Philly, man.
I'm a loner, man. I'm a loner. I just.
I hear you. Yeah. He said, I ain't got people. Rob is my people.
But you're not allowed to vote. We're not allowed to vote. So
You're right. I have not voted once. I feel like I'm not going to for anybody. So it's just, I feel like my one vote ain't gonna make no difference anyway with the hundreds.
Not with the hundreds of people. Yeah, no.
But no, I wish everybody the best of luck, and obviously I highly respect that build, man. Very
Thanks,
clean,
man.
very clean.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
sir. All right, brother. Good night, man.
You guys have a good night.
Good luck.
bye.
And I just want to say, as a reminder, the voting happens in the group, not on the page. So you have to be a part of the group in order to vote. All right. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
It'll be
And
released
you have to
tomorrow.
be subscribed to YouTube. I mean, that's
Yeah,
a
you
lot.
have to be. Come on,
Subscribe.
you have to be. If you're not, then where you at?
Where exactly?
Where you at?
Underground Auto is saying, wasn't there a dragon battle this weekend?
Yeah, so I wanted to talk about that earlier. I wanted to bring that up earlier. The dragon, the CT, the Connecticut dragon, and we'll call him Florida dragon now because he moved to Florida. They did have a grudge battle, and it was epic. It was. I posted a little shit talking video before the actual battle happened. It was cool. They both got in there. I think Connecticut Dragon hit him with the "fuck you" song, which just went crazy. It was very cool. And by crowd participation, Florida Dragon won. But all in all, it was a good battle. John Getz is a good dude out of Connecticut. Super clean bike. He did his thing, and it looked like him and his wife had a good time. So
yeah, he caught Florida Dragon on the wrong weekend because Florida Dragon was
he was pairing.
If your name wasn't Game Changer, he was beating you that weekend.
He said dragon out.
Yeah.
He picked the wrong weekend. So
And also, I meant to tell Big Will happy birthday. Tomorrow is Big Will's birthday, so I forgot. I had it in my mental notes, and I forgot. So shout out to Big Will, happy birthday. Enjoy your day, brother.
What kind of teammate are you, man?
Come on, Rob.
It ain't his birthday yet.
When is it then?
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It's in an hour and a half.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah. So TJ, did you hear me when I said you might have to get with him with Gizmo and take mine? Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't, because you've told me that about like 19 different people.
No, sir.
Every time somebody has something cool, it's like, oh, we should send my Slingshot to them.
I'm going to interrupt this part of the show to say this episode is sponsored by SoFlo Sling.
Paula, move your head. Paula, move your head.
Yeah, move your head, Paula.
Move your head, Paula.
Yeah. By the SoFlo ladies, because the men don't matter.
Wow.
Now we're being petty.
Wow.
It's the logo. How is she being petty? It's the logo. The SoFlo Slings logo would have been way too big to fit in the background, so I used this one.
Yeah, that looks good. See,
But yeah, and talking about the SoFlo Slings sponsoring this episode, a lot of people have asked me about the date for Miami, and it's going to be November 6th through the 9th. So not only is it a Slingshot Soundspot National Championship event, but it's also the crazy party fun that you guys all know about SoFlo Slings.
Yeah.
Hey, can you check our calendar? Because I'd really like to go to that show.
Okay, let me check.
You better be at the show.
If he ain't at the show,
I will quit.
If you ain't at the show, then where you at?
Hey,
Where you
That could
at?
be the next one. Hey, if you ain't at the championship, then where you at?
yeah.
Yes, honey. We have our schedule blocked from the 6th of November to the 10th of November, actually to the 11th.
Yeah, the biggest concern is my sling being there.
Listen, TJ, it wasn't here last year. I mean, it was in Florida, but it wasn't.
It's an invite. It's kind of an invite-only event this year for sound competition, Paul.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you could still bring your sling. The rides that Baby Smoke, which I'm kind of annoyed that he's not in the comments.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm kind of annoyed that like none of the SoFlo people are in the comments.
Somebody check on
the episode. Rob, can we come up with a different sponsor for this episode, please?
Or Rob, if you would have told me before that this was sponsored by us, that would have been great. But no, the rides that Baby Smoke is coming up with, crazy rides. So even if you're not in the top 8 in your weight class, you still have to come.
You still got to come and enjoy
so much
you got.
Yeah. And if you're a sponsor, I'm already getting reached out by different like big name sponsors. If you want to be a sponsor for the event, you need to send me a message. If you have my phone number, a text message, call me, DM something, because we're not ready to start taking money yet, but there's already some sponsors that are like, let me know first. So
look, hey, Big Sin was quick to jump on that opportunity. Hey.
Well, I started laughing. I said, he ain't waste no time.
Wasted no. He must have talked to text or something. Quick. Rob 1 will lime squeeze 1. Is he still drinking pouches? I feel like Big Sin might still be drinking pouches or something.
This one's for
Rob
you.
1 will lime squeeze 1.
Rob cheated.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't.
What I'm reading is that Big Sims Designs wants to sponsor the SoFlo Slings National Championship.
That's what I read too. That's exactly how I read it. Read that Big Sims wants to Big Sims mirrors, not Big Sims Designs, just the mirrors want to sponsor the Miami event, National Championship.
Yes.
What's Tyler say? What he said?
But he's hovering, he's literally, he was over there, and then he came and he sat right there, and I'm like, dude, what's up?
Go sit next to you and watch the show.
We get Tyler, will you look at the camera and just say, if you ain't at the national championship, then where you at?
If you ain't at the national championships, then where you at?
Where you at?
Let's go.
Where you at? Why you ain't there?
He just like, why you still on live? I thought we were going to see LA.
LA, right? Get something to eat.
Wait, what time is it in California right now? Because I see the sun.
Oh, it's gotta be early.
7:30. Yeah, we still got the whole night.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
And 9:30 over here. I ain't got the whole night.
Yeah.
Guys, so we are at 400.
Wait. Does Bionic have Big Sim mirrors?
No, but it would be a great opportunity to showcase them in November 6th through the 9th.
You're the only one on the screen.
We talked about that before.
Only one on the screen and they got the Big Sim. Come on, Sims, get her right.
Oops.
We did that before. We done that before. Don't do that to her. We did that before. We talked about this.
You know what else we talked about? And
how are you going to take me off my own sponsored podcast?
I'm just saying, there's a lot of things that we talk about and we revisit. There's some things that we talk about and we don't revisit. Last week, we were going to have a big reveal. Do y'all remember that?
Huh.
Oh, it's that time?
Wait, let's see if people in the comments remember. Who can remember the last, 35 seconds of the episode last week?
I'm just saying there was going to be a big reveal.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There was going to be a
was
big
it when
reveal.
I said I wanted to be a DJ?
No, it definitely wasn't.
That's funny.
That was funny though.
I mean, that was the truth.
Hey, what does it sound like when you DJ?
I be getting it. I'm gonna buy me some turntables. When you get home, baby, it's gonna be turntables set up in the living room.
Hey.
Oh wait, we got somebody to guess it.
I was like, who keeps taking the comment down? I'm putting the comment up.
Oh, Storm got it.
Oh.
Hey, Phoenix is up here too. Phoenix is up here too. Can we get some guesses in the comments?
So we have a contest, by the way. So right now, I believe we're at 427 subscribers. Once we get to 500 subscribers, we are going to reveal.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know that I can hold it there. Because here's the thing:
subscribing.
He wants to say it right now. He does. He wants to say it right now.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Next show I go to, the next show that I go to, I will have on a shirt with Rob on it, and at the bottom of the shirt, it will say Rob.
We do got that picture from Austin when you did like that. I have it in my phone.
Yeah,
because we were gonna put it on the shirt.
There's gonna be, but the thing is, it has to be. It has to be a picture that looks worthy of the middle name.
Oh, I can make it look like
it can't just be any picture. It's gotta be a Rob middle name. It's gotta be a Rob middle name worthy picture. It can't just look. Ro is dying. Ro is dying. I can't wait to reveal this shirt. It's gonna be in quotes.
Tyler, close the curtain for your daddy.
Wait, can people buy this shirt? I think we should make it like a thing where people, once we get to 500 subscribers and we reveal Rob's middle name, which you guys are not ready for because it's a great middle name.
It's a great middle name.
It's a great middle name.
It's a name. Oh, never mind. Because if I say that, then they're gonna know what it is. Because I'm gonna say something that women like.
Then maybe we can make a shirt that people can buy.
Rob Van Winkle Leffler? No, it's not.
That's Vanilla Ice's his name.
It's better than that. It's better than that.
Rob, do you want the community to know your middle name?
I don't care.
It don't matter. They're gonna know now.
You should care though. You should care.
No, it's the way TJ says it that makes it fucking hilarious. That's what makes it so funny to me. It's the way TJ says it.
Well, it don't got no T's in it, so.
Hey. Oh my goodness. I can't.
So get us to 500 subscriber, guys. Please, please, please. Just share the live and ask your friends, your cousins, your sisters, your aunts, whoever. If whoever's living in the house with you right now watching, just go grab their phone, open YouTube, subscribe on their phone.
And we're safe because Rob's mom doesn't watch this show. She watches Wind Chills.
That's right.
She doesn't watch this show. But
my mom does watch this podcast too. So, mom, shout out to my mom if she's watching.
Oh, shout out to Mrs. Leffler.
Shout out to your mama if she come on here on one of our lives. Tell everybody your name. I will send her $100.
You don't want that. You don't want that smoke.
Like we have some guesses. We have Ted saying Rob the plumber. No. It's much better than that.
Address. That's my email address.
What's on his birth certificate?
I don't like this new beta thing.
What?
See that? It puts the comments on the screen, like in the bottom. You see it on Rob?
Sling Experience.
Yeah, I see it.
I don't like that.
Look at Sling Experience comment. I already subscribed from 11 YouTube channels we manage.
Turn it off. Turn it off, TJ.
I'm talking about. Hey, why does Sims like to be messy so much, man? Like, I'm gonna call him out. Like,
who watches? Who are you talking about? Oh, your mama. Oh,
my mom.
Oh, you talking about his mama?
I don't understand why Big Sim like to be messy so much, man.
Right.
Well, we don't be messy with him, man. We could be messy. We could talk
we
about
do watch it because she's trying to go. She do watch it. She watches it.
Drunk ass lives he did on Saturday. We could talk about them truth potion pouches that he was drinking on Saturday while he was live.
Lunatic, what did you say? Lunatic, what did you say? Please
go to sleep so she don't take no melatonin. I could repeat back.
This is always the part of the show where I never know what direction we don't know what direction it's going, and
Hey, Rob, I am the repository of the truth. I cannot like if I said something, I'm gonna repeat it. Like
I'm always like, uh-oh.
Yeah, and then can we talk about how Big Sin went live in the middle or mute in the middle of his live? He hits the mute button
for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Didn't even realize he's filming the competition. We're trying to hear the slings and he ain't even live.
Hey, Dana.
He's not even off. He's got his volume on, or he's got a mic on mute.
Hey, Dana.
Dana. She can't. She be knowing how to snatch that little petty stuff up out of me. As soon as I got petty, she came in with the hey people.
Yeah, hey people. Yeah, exactly. She's like, oh, hold on, it's my time to step in.
Why do I feel like out of a couple things that have happened today, La Phoenix is gonna make one of those baby videos again?
Yeah. That would be, ooh, La Phoenix making me saying that.
Look, there goes show off. The plug, the pouch plug.
I know you've seen the video I posted on South Park.
Yes.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Oh yeah, man, they done took it to the whole. They got like the whole mobile.
Yeah, the
like,
I saw that. I was like, what are they doing? Oh, they had a whole cooler on their back.
B said they were in the kitchen making them at 3 a.m. Friday night.
I mean, that kind of don't go together if they was in the kitchen making them in the morning Friday night. But
no, you know what I mean. They made them Saturday morning for Saturday night.
That's right. We know what you mean. And y'all was drinking them too, huh? Well, they was drinking them.
They was drinking them. I felt it felt like Atlanta all over again. It really did with the pouches. Just everybody had pouches, and
it's like drinking juice.
It is
it's so good, and you're like, oh, I want another one. Like
you don't even feel like you're drinking alcohol until like the second one, and you're like,
until you're over here doing cartwheels and thinking that you have
to drink.
Hey, where did they get you at? Was
Charlotte. I had three of those pouches. I ended up on the roof. Right, there was a roof party. Right?
On the roof.
No, listen. Let me tell you the story. There was a roof party. There was the after party at a 3-Wheel Showdown. At the hotel, there was 2 different levels to the roof, right? So I go up to the roof. Well, I'm on the wrong level of the roof. Well, when I opened the door up that said roof, there was air conditioning units and like there was no where I was supposed to be was an outdoor bar area with like outdoor seating lounge. I looked over and I seen them all over, and I'm like, that's like a whole different building. No, it was just a different level to the same building. But when I opened the door up, and I seen air conditioning units and like plumbing pipes just going across, I'm like,
no more.
Where did they get you, Lunatic? Where did they get you at? Atlanta? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Them pouches hit different, man. I'm telling you.
She said, you want a little bit of extra? I said, yeah, girl, open it up. Give me a little bit. She bought a little bit more than that.
Those things don't need extra.
So I know. What kind of liquor are in these pouches?
I don't know.
I think it's tequila.
Secret ingredients.
It looked like a bottle of tequila that she pulled out of her mobile refrigerator.
He said he was on the roof, not the rooftop club.
Dana said, Rob, you're a plumber, not an AC guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they definitely got me. It was good though. You can give me again as long as I'm in a controlled environment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. I knew I wasn't driving nowhere because the party was at the hotel. Like I knew I wasn't driving anywhere. I know I loaded up the sling a little buzz though.
When you realized when you pulled it off and it was crooked in the back of the trailer.
No, when I realized my trailer wasn't connected to the truck and the whole thing went.
Nice.
Rob, let me ask you something. I saw somebody's live. I guess I don't know. It didn't look like a DJ battle, but there was like a bagger playing his music. He was like standing on top of his bike.
Yeah.
And then they cut off to you. And they're videotaping you, and somebody went up to you, and I don't know, did they tell you to like turn your music down, or what happened? What was that?
So what was going on was I was under the assumption it was like a puff pass is what they said it was, you know. So the bagger guy went, and then I went, and as soon as I started, like 30 seconds in, I didn't realize he played because him and another bagger were having a grudge match. So the other bagger was supposed to play, and then I hit play because it was a puff pass thing, and that's what it was supposed to be. But I guess they had talked about doing a grudge, but nobody else in the parking lot knew they were doing a grudge. Mm-hmm. So that's why we were all confused on why that happened. But that was all good. We had a great time doing the puff pass, and I mean, Big Will was in there doing Big Will shit. You know, I was in there doing my thing, and I forget the guy's name that stands on top of his motorcycle all the time. He's a lit dude, man. He's crazy. He knows how to have a good time.
Hey, his center stand is strong.
It is. His pivot foot is on point.
Hey, I'm talking about that center stand. He got a lot of faith in that center stand on that bike because
yeah.
He'll
be jumping around and bouncing around like that.
Oh, they were grudging for money, and Rob said, "Let me get some."
None of us knew really what was going on. I think the only people that knew what was going on was the dude that had money in it, you know?
Yeah.
But every live that I saw from different people as I'm like scrolling through Facebook, it just was like different parties happening throughout the entire event. So that looked really good. Good job, D Nice.
I'm telling y'all, I'm telling you, I am in Myrtle Beach next year. Memorial Day weekend, like I will be in. I'm telling you, I haven't been to Myrtle Beach Bike Week since 2006.
Yeah, so
So
I don't know what it was like in 2006, or if it was crazier then than it is now. I can't imagine it was any crazier in 2006 than it is now, because that would be crazy too. But that parking lot is just a vibe, man. It really is just everything going on all at one time, and
the whole Myrtle Beach, all the way down to Atlantic Beach.
Yeah. There's so much to do. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Wildlife_Tim. Tim from Atlanta. That's the one that jumps on his
I know his name is Tim. What's his what's his bike's name? He has a name for his bike though. Can't remember his bike's name. Anybody know his bike's name?
D Nice said it was way crazy since 92. Oh, D Nice. Hey. My first one was 99, and it was ignorant in 99. I can't wait. I can't wait for that. Bunch of good shows coming up, man. You got Maggie Valley, you got Atlantic City, you got Kentucky, you got Slingnick in outside of Houston. Mm-hmm. You've got what else we got coming up? Paula, you're gonna be busy.
This weekend. Like just on Saturday, obviously there's Maggie Valley, right? Then we down here in Florida, we're having like a water gun ride. We're going up to Palm Beach. So for like the people that are in Miami, it's like an hour and a half. For us in Broward is about like 45 minutes. And we're meeting up with some slingshot groups in Palm Beach and then riding around like the nice area. That's like one of the richest neighborhoods or counties, I guess, in Florida, Palm Beach County, riding around there and then finishing it off at a water park, which is called Rapids Water Park. Then that's us down here in Florida. Then I know Texas, you guys have, Storm was posting today about his rides, his Sling Life Summer Night rides. Yeah. They have a ride this weekend. And then, I mean, there's a lot of slingshot stuff happening, like just Saturday alone.
Paula, can we talk about Miami in November?
Sure.
We got to find a way to take over Key West.
So remember the hotel that we stayed at, right? The Mikosuke? It's 4 hours away.
Oh, I know. I took Lunatic after the show. I drove Lunatic down there.
Yep.
I know. But I'm telling you, just because of the way. But hey, the way Key West is laid out, you would literally take over Key West. I'm not saying make it like a ride. I'm saying like people that want to do it, commit to it, and book a second hotel in Key West on like Sunday night.
Yep.
And when all the festivities of SoFlo are over, Sunday afternoon or whatever, we drive down to Key West. And
can I tell you guys something? I probably shouldn't, but So we already have almost I would say like 82.7% of the itinerary done. And on Sunday, there's a spot down in Key Largo. So it's the first key.
Mm-hmm.
And it's already completely booked out for us with conjunction of cartel baggers. And it's going to be a huge pool party. So if you're coming to Miami, don't leave on Sunday. Leave on Monday, or if you can, don't leave till Tuesday. But that is happening on Sunday, the 9th. It's already confirmed. It's already booked. It's already ready to go. So if for some reason, or whoever is staying until that Monday or that Tuesday or whenever you guys want to go to the pool party in the daytime. And then if you want to drive down to Key West, it's from Key Largo, from where we're going to be at, all the way down to Key West. It's about like a 2-hour drive or so, 2.5-hour drive. And yeah, I mean, we can do something maybe Monday too.
Rob, I'm telling you,
that
nice. Drive on a 4-hour drive, and I promise you,
the best drive.
3 hours and 20 minutes of that are on a bridge.
It was nice.
Yeah. So what was the restaurant that we all drove down to in the Keys and we ate at?
So that's Robbie's.
Yeah.
That's Robbie.
How far down the Keys is that? Is that like barely down, or is that like?
No. So you have Key Largo, like the big keys that you have Key Largo, which we didn't go to in November, but we're going to this November for the pool party on Sunday. Then you have the next one, which is Isla Morada, which is where Robbie's was at.
Okay.
And then from Robbie's to Key West is about, I would say, like another hour and change, hour and 45 minutes or so.
Okay. I knew we didn't go all the way down, obviously, but I wasn't sure how short of all the way down did we actually go. I mean, we also left from the Mookie. How do you say it?
Mikasuki
Casino.
And now
from the casino, all right, motherfuckers.
Rob, what's the name of the casino?
The Mookie.
Rob.
The Mookisiki.
Hey, the funny thing is, I know a girl, honey, they call her Mookie.
Hey, are we going to the same place on Friday night?
Tell me what to do.
For the DJ battle, as of right now, like I said, 82.7% of the schedule for November is almost completely done. So most likely we are going to be going back. As of right now, we are going back to Cafe 27 for the DJ battle, because I love that we can drive the slings inside.
That was an epic spot. It really was.
It really was.
Yeah.
Lunatic, you're right up there. Hey, you lucky I ain't got my microphone on the road with me. I would.
But we do have a different theme. I'm not going to reveal what the theme is for that Cafe 27. Last year it was Miami Vice. This year we have a little. I'm not going to say it, but it's just pay attention.
Don't spill all the tea yet. Don't spill all the tea yet. Yeah,
I'm not.
But give people enough time to prepare themselves. But we're way too in front of that one. But
yeah,
I'm sure
it might have something to do with the T-shirt I'm wearing. Maybe.
Oh, okay. Say less.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's going to be a great, great time. And I can't wait to have all of you guys. If you're not in the top 8 in your class, please still come and just know that there's going to be something for you to do. If you're not in the sound competition at the championship, I promise you there's something for you to do.
I feel like
we've always said too that we feel like last year, the people that showed up in Miami that actually played in Miami in the sound comp, that would have been, most of that would have been your top 8 in each class anyway. So it was kind of like the preview of that, if you will.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's going to be a good time. It's going to be epic.
Just because you're not invited to the top 8 to compete doesn't mean you're not invited to the show and to come. So, you know,
Have
we
a good
might.
time. Maybe there's some kind of other battles or grudges or whatever. You know what I mean? There could be all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, well, definitely the Friday night DJ battle, but I only like to get one person from each state. Obviously, Rob, you're going to be one of them. As of right now, nobody has taken the title.
Well, you know, that's because my stuff is pre-recorded, and I'm, you know, if you put rules to it, you have it pre-recorded, then you really shouldn't be able to compete in a DJ battle.
Rob is salty.
What?
Rob is salty.
What is he talking about?
Golly.
I've never heard him say that before.
Never heard him say what?
He makes his mixes.
Yeah, but it's pre-recorded. You should have to do it live in front of people so that.
Rob, we've all told you it's not the music that you play. It's your energy and how you dance and you pop the fucking the fans.
I disagree. I think it's the pre-recorded mixes. I think if you take those away, it can.
Rob starts to lose. Rob will never lose. Rob got that swag.
I'm telling you, tell him, lunatic. Tell him.
So anyway, if you're interested in being in the DJ battle on Friday night, which is the 7th of November in Miami, get your playlist ready, get your dance moves ready, and send me a message. And if you know there's several people from your state, just know you're going to be competing against those people in your state.
Yes, I'm ready.
Hey, Rob is getting lit. Rob is getting lit up in the comments.
Why?
Because he's a fucking cheater.
No, he's not.
Hey, I've been cheating in these DJ battles since 2024.
Ted, the answer to your question is no. Ted is sending me text messages asking, "Is Rob's middle name this?"
Oh Lord, not Mr. PP.
Look, DJ D Nice is saying Rob is a cheater. Jack Underground Auto is saying he's a cheater.
Cheater. Yep. I'm a cheater.
Who said that? Slinger's Spring said, who said that?
Hey, you know what they say? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right?
Oh, that's right.
Hey, keep cheating until there's a rule that makes it cheating.
Yeah, right.
Who is your DJ?
People need to find out how to cheat.
If there's a rule against cheating, I'm going somewhere else where they'll let me cheat.
Who's your DJ, Rob? That's what Rob wants to know.
I don't have a DJ.
Rob is Rob's DJ, and when I bring the shirt out at the next show, it's all going to make sense.
Yes, it will.
I'm going to do all of his music for November because I'm going to join DJ D Nice's new DJ certification class.
Are we back on this again?
Oh, Dana said, "Who's being mean to you, Rob?"
I'm not saying none. I'm just saying.
Look at him, not snitching.
Yeah.
No,
you know what? Fuck this. You want to know my middle name? I'll just tell it to you right now.
Wait. One more comment from DJ D Nice.
Did D Nice just admit that you dance better than him?
I mean,
and you roll with an entourage.
Listen,
what's happening?
At Houston at Sling Experience. Yes, I was in the DJ battle. Big mistake. I don't know what I was thinking.
We're talking about an entourage.
Hey,
right.
We talk about.
But usually, yes, we're cheering for like the best competitor, and for some reason, we always gravitate towards Rob. So what? Shoot me, kill me. I don't know.
Can we talk about Ted typing out Slingwana like he's sounding it out? Slingwana.
Jack is saying that he knows his middle name.
What's your syllables, baby?
Jack, don't say anything. Jack,
you don't know the real middle name, Jack. You just think you do.
I'm telling you right now, Jack don't know my middle name.
You don't know.
My middle name.
Ted drinking. Is he high? What is he doing, Ted? Ted, you doing too much.
Damn
Put
it.
up Ted comment. Put up Ted comment. What is
It's the putches.
he's trying to.
Oh
I don't
man,
know what he's trying to do.
oh sweet tea himself over there struggling in the comments.
Mr. Sweet Tea and Bucky.
Oh, sweet tea himself over there struggling in the comment section.
Jack is saying, I have people. So, Jack, if you do actually know his actual middle name, don't tell people. We need 500 subscribers. What are we at right now?
Paula,
I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it tonight.
Paula, it sounds good. It sounds good. Rob, don't say nothing because the T-shirt.
I'm telling everybody.
Well, let me get back.
Wait, we're at 429, so we got 2 new followers or subscribers.
Nice.
We need
All right,
one
for
more.
those-
Let's get to 430.
For those 2 new subscribers, my middle name is.
I can't accept the loss. I'm hard-headed.
He's something talk. He ain't even do it for real.
I was like, what? People gonna go get so sick of us. Like they always doing that stupidness.
Oh man.
You gotta
Do you have pouches on you right now?
Can I tell y'all how much fun? Hey, do y'all want to see the picture that's gonna be on my shirt with
Yes,
with his name under it?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna show y'all the picture that's gonna be on my shirt.
You're ridiculous.
Very.
I know you ain't gonna do me.
I can't accept the loss.
It's not gonna work.
I can't accept the loss. I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to do. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me.